takes an indiscriminate amount of time, and then suddenly...
We're good.
We're good! Hello! Welcome to FourPlay. We are four best friends who play games, shoot the shit, and tell some great stories along the way. If you're expecting something else, we're not sorry. Not even a little bit. But, not even a little teeny bit.
Coming off real aggressive here.
Well, you gotta say it with confidence. Yeah. All right.
Commit to the bit.
Yeah, commit to the bit. I'm Anna Ray. I am DMing our first campaign on this stream. We're doing Dungeons & Dragons. We're doing 5th edition, and we are playing Curse of Strahd. Welcome, everyone. That's enough about me, though. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves as we usually do.
I'm Michael Zarin. I play Lance the Goliath Barbarian, and welcome, everyone.
Just say your favorite moment from last session.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. What was everyone's favorite moment from last session? I'm like really excited to get into this session,
It's been
so
a
I'm
while.
like, ugh.
Let's go through the recap first.
The recap. Hello, I am Whitney. I play Chaos, Shadowfell, Sorceress of Wild Magic. Sorry, I was checking our
Sorceress
YouTube to make sure.
Supreme.
Yes, exactly. Favorite moment from last session was definitely Chaos and Gunther aggressively elbowing each other on the roof when they were like, we're fucking right about this!
She's biting him in the fucking throat!
And Lance being like, well, maybe she's just, and we're like,
She
yes!
doesn't get
Nutrients.
sun.
So,
No.
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I'm Sean. I play Gunther, the Air Genasi monk cleric. Favorite moment? Maybe looking for mirrors and finding fake mirrors. Really makes you.
I think it had. Were they fake? They weren't fake.
Decorative mirrors.
Sometimes
What's the difference?
Sometimes-
a mirror is a mirror.
Dude,
Sometimes-
we are 60 seconds in and you're already screaming. Are you okay?
It says decorative mirror.
If I ask, does that person show up like a vampire would in the fucking mirror? And it's like, they're decorative mirrors, so yeah. That may be a fucking clue.
There actually are certain types of mirrors that don't have the same backing,
There's a.
and so they don't
reply
provide as like true of a reflection. I don't know if that's necessarily what she meant by saying decorative,
Okay.
but
It was open to interpretation and obviously it had consequences. So here we are.
as we do.
Woo! Alright.
Has been new.
Anything else of note? Anything else we want to say before we dive into our lovely session?
Let's do it.
Cool. Alright. So just recapping a little bit what happened last time in our last adventure in the mist.
We got fucked.
Yeah, that's
Again.
it. Alright, let's start the session.
Fucking got him.
So, he's glaring at me again. Yeah, I know. So you guys were rushed into the Blue Water Inn after killing Isaac Stronzi, the captain of the guard, after you guys had all encountered a bunch of banshees and creepy spider human hybrid things in the street. And you guys were rushed in, healed up, and had to kind of decide where to go. Where would you be safe? Would you be safe? Are you now currently fugitives? And you talked a little bit, and into your conversation, there was a knock at the door, and you looked outside, Gunther, and a carriage had appeared with a letter that was shoved in through the slot, and you found it was from Lady Fiona Voctor, who was telling you that she was the only one who could keep you safe in a time such as this. And so you did take her up on it and decided you had voted between maybe going to the Vistani and Camden outside of town to be safe, or going to Lady Fiona Voctor, and you decided to do that instead. And so you guys went over there, and you had a brief little conversation with her. You were very smart in not playing all of your cards just yet, though you did play quite a lot of them.
I was gonna say, Chaos goes, don't play all their cards, and Lance goes, here's the deck. We're here to kill Strahd, who you're okay with.
And you noticed that when you did mention your intentions, she was purposefully stoic, to which many of you incited that there was definitely onion-like layers behind that.
Layers.
And you did a little digging as she took you upstairs. She took you past a room where you heard incessant meowing. You, I believe, found it was very weird meowing. It did not seem correct for feline folk. And you went into your room and kind of had a little group meeting and decided to do a little bit of investigation, you finding that there were some undead and a tiny fiend and other things within this house that had yet to be revealed to you, and you were sensing some magic as well from the room next to you. And this place is not as it seems, and you started to suspect some things about Lady Fiona Wachter that were proven true when guards and a battalion came to take you back to the Barrens, dead or alive. And they didn't really have much time because you guys snuck up on the roof to see what was going on. And Fiona confronted them, as she promised that she would. But in a way that you did expect at the very least. You did expect, and you found out that she was vampiric in nature. How far that will go, well, maybe we'll see in the future. But then this big battle ensued. You guys decided to jump down and join the fight, which the Baron's dogs joined in as well and became ginormous devil dog hellhounds that joined the fight as well. At some point, you guys pinned down Lady Fiona, and she was trapped, and realizing that maybe finishing the battle another day was her best option, she transformed into a cloud of gas and flew into the sky, leaving you guys with the aftermath of the battle, which, after a long and bloody battle, you did succeed with only one survivor, the Knight Captain. But you did end up leaving him and deciding to...
Yeah, we threw him in the carriage.
You threw him in the carriage,
Yeah,
that's right.
we wrote him a letter, and then we were going to try to drop him off at the church.
That's right.
Because we didn't really, fully realize that we didn't have to leave him in the rain.
Yeah, we had talked about leaving him in the rain, that's right, and then we brought him into the carriage, so he is on his way to the church with you. And as you got into the front of the carriage to go ahead and lead, you had a little moment. And that is where we left off. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah!
Dice gods, be kind,
That
please.
doesn't sound ready.
It's part of the game.
Alright. Ooh. Look at that ambience. Okay. Alright. So we're now in the carriage, and we are moving down the street. You are moving sort of towards the center of town, that town square, and you have the choice at that to go left or right, this way leading, towards the church, this way leading more towards the stockyard.
So I believe what we had discussed was going towards the church to kind of scope out, see what's going on, and if it's too chaotic to continue past the church and head for the Vistani camp.
Okay.
But if it seemed like it was possible to stop in the church, we at least want to... At the very least, we want to drop Captain off at a place where someone will find him and he won't drown in the rain.
Perfect. Okay.
So then you said left was toward the church?
Yeah, so, you don't notice too much in about the 10 minutes that it takes to get down, essentially, Lady Fiona's street, and get to this fork in the road. Does anyone do anything, say anything before we hit this point?
Lance will turn to Gunther in the cart and just apologize to him and say, "Brother, I'm sorry things turned out this way. I didn't mean for this all to become so chaotic. I was trying to do the right thing." Is that the look he kind of...
Yeah.
We move on.
As you get to the road, you notice it more than any of you as
no
the
windows.
doors are shut and there are no windows. You first start to smell smoke.
Alright, we had seen a decent amount of smoke, I believe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You start to smell smoke, and as you get closer, you then, at the entrance to the street that leads down to the town square, and to your right being the Blue Water Inn, and to your left being the rest of the pathway, that there is the flickering of some kind of light. It looks like fire coming from the town square, and you see people running, guards moving in towards the town square. You see the Mardikovs boarding up the inn as best they can, and you see ravens perched on their inn, and you see ravens as well every other house or so watching.
I'm gonna keep. So do we have to go through the town square to get to the church?
You do not. So right now you have a choice. You can go down towards the town square. You can continue past the inn towards the church, or you can go this way towards the stockyard. You know that the encampment is past the church.
I'm gonna keep going towards the church.
Keep going. All right. Perfect. So you continue moving on, and you do get noticed. But remind me, did you cover your appearance in any way?
So I changed clothes completely.
Yeah.
Into like plain clothes.
That's right.
And like earth tones, like maybe like browns, like a light tan, like really very like. It's a very staunch difference from how she normally appears, because typically her appearance is bold in such a way that you can spot her in a crowd. And this is very much more like average, like no one of note. Without the bold makeup, her features are actually surprisingly a lot softer than the normally heavily accented makeup that makes her look almost gaunt and sharp. Like, she still has a sharpness to her features, but she seems a lot less intimidating and a lot softer, and a lot more, like, a lot easier to blend into the crowd, like anybody else. So it's very different for her, but she's got like a little traveling cloak thing. It's nothing like too crazy, but she'll keep it up. And she left only some of the black makeup to kind of look like dirt if needed, to just kind of obscure more features, because she does still have blatantly purple eyes, but that's about it.
Perfect. Okay. You, because of the commotion, and because they are so focused on what is clearly going down in the town square at the moment, you are noticed, but not enough where you are pursued at this moment in time.
Right.
And so you are able to continue down this street, and considering you have a carriage, you can go a lot faster. And as you get closer to you pass the orphanage, it seems to be lights off, no activity, and you get closer and closer and closer and further away from this, and there's really not a lot happening. Every now and then you do see a battalion tromp by you, but you're successfully able to make it away.
I would say too, I remember specifying she put on a pair of pants because she wanted to make sure all of her moon tattoos were covered. Yeah, so if there's not really like any kind of commotion near the church, she'll pull the carriage to a stop, calmly dismount, and then like knock on the door and open it and be like, let's at least drop them off.
Okay. Yeah. We have our hoods.
Yeah, we all have cloaks. Yeah.
So we'll pull them out.
Okay. Lovely. Who's carrying him? How are you doing it?
Yeah, I can carry him. Just over the shoulder.
You carry him inside. You do see that there is light coming from the church. It is not wide open as it was before, but the doors seem to be perpetually open. So, let's head on inside, shall we?
Was there a space that we could like pull the cart out of the road, like on the side of the church? Or...
You know what? Yeah, there actually is.
Is there a parking lot?
It is not a parking lot in nature, but if you did want to pull it over there, you absolutely could.
Yeah, just kind of keep it out of the way, because I also don't. Clearly, from her home and lack of holy iconography, I kind of doubt that the Wachter carriage would commonly be seen outside of the church. So I'm gonna kind of.
Perfect. Okay. So you walk inside, and unless I'm remembering incorrectly, you two haven't been inside this church before.
We have not.
No, I don't think so.
You have. And so this is familiar to you, but the two of you walk inside, and the floor starts to transition into this very aged marble tiling, and the center of this floor, it's a little dimmer now considering it's nighttime, but you do see this emblazoned sun motif in these faded reds and golds. It's sort of a reception room, this very large and open, these rafters above reaching for the heavens, and you see some movement, and a raven or two pop their heads out from behind some beams, shake their wings, and if there was light out, there would be skylights that would be bringing light in here, but of course there isn't any longer. And against the walls, there are numerous column-lined arches, and there are 4 like little rooms that are curtained with these very heavy purple drapes. And they are kind of constructed clearly for some kind of privacy. And beyond, the biggest archway leading into a chapel, above which there is a phrase done in gold metalwork. And that's what you see.
Just gonna look around, see like anybody.
You don't, but what you do see is more light coming from the sanctuary.
Like, do we want to try to rest here, or should we just leave him and head for the Vistani camp as soon as possible?
That's a really good question.
That carriage is, if someone sees it, she clearly was not a churchgoer. At least not this one. So, we need to be safe.
Yeah. I'll let you guys make the decision on that one.
You hear a faint bit of crying coming from the sanctuary.
What's it sound like? Like, is it old? Is it young?
A younger person. It's hard to discern any kind of gender or anything like that.
Okay.
Does it sound like the boy I saw before?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
You hear a bit of a comforting older voice speaking as well.
She's gonna kind of brush past him and be like, what do you think? Just go.
Leave.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, set him on a pew.
Yeah. Put him in the recovery position.
So right now,
Put a Bible under his hand.
now you're in like a reception hall, and the sanctuary, the actual chapel, is beyond. So you would be leaving him in the center of the floor. Do you do that?
Is there anywhere like nice we could sit him?
They kind of like
You
prop
can
him
put
up.
him
or
in
something.
a prayer room, if you'd like to.
Just put him somewhere where someone can see him.
Yeah, I agree.
With
Okay, and where?
the
Somewhere-
note sticking out.
Somewhere where he could be found. So if that's the middle of the room, it's the middle of the room.
All right.
Yeah.
Knock on the door. Just let him know someone's here, and then we'll leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Write another note, slip it under the sanctuary door, be like, hey, someone needs help type thing, like in the reception, in your lobby.
So you knock on the door, and you hear a hello.
We just
Just
Yeah.
jump down.
Hello, and you hear some footsteps, but how fast are you going?
we're gonna leave.
You're dashing.
And not like
I mean,
booking it, but like quick enough to get out of the door. Like, I kind of imagine one of us hung at the door to like knock, and the other two are like waiting by the door to be
Yeah.
like, "Bing."
Yeah.
Peace.
All right. As you leave the sanctuary, you do hear some footsteps behind you, and they two sets, and they run and they stop, seeing something, and you make it back to your carriage.
How easy would it be to? Is there one horse or two?
There are two.
How close is the church to one of the outer walls?
To the what, sorry?
One of the walls.
So it's actually very, very close. You could probably walk like 5 minutes to the wall. However, you do know that the
They're guarded though.
Vistani camp that you're going towards, like if there's a wall here and then there's a wall over there, you're coming out this way, it would be this way as opposed
Other
to
side
going
of
that
the-
way. You'd
other
have
side,
to walk.
yeah. So we'd
Yeah,
have to go.
all the way to the woods.
So
we either leave this way, or we just go.
Exactly.
So
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys
what
are
time of day is it?
It's like 10 p.m.
Okay. So there's a couple things we should consider. We could take brother's idea, walk over the wall.
The tops of the walls are guarded.
Understood, right? and then we
They
walk.
don't have enough men to cover every inch of every place.
It's hard to say.
That's just not how guarding walls works.
I mean, I haven't been here before, like, not long term, so I have no idea.
Are you guys
But-
on the steps, by the way?
I think we pulled over to buy where the carriage is to decide what to do.
We could do that and then walk around. It would just take a little bit longer, and since we won't have the horses, we risk running into creatures at night. We could take the horse to go through and then get to the Bastani camp faster, and that might reduce our chance of getting caught by creatures at night.
So my only thing about the bonus of keeping the carriage is that you guys can hide inside it.
Mm-hmm.
But they may or may not, because of what's going on, demand to see inside the carriage.
Right, we run into the issue either way, I think.
Right, because if we're on
walking.
the horses too, well, if we're on the horses, we at least can like maybe jump past them and get out. But we're gonna be more, you guys are gonna be more recognizable on the horses.
That's true.
So that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of pro and con going on.
Are you saying this in character?
Yeah.
Probably would have worded it differently, but basic gist of the conversation.
So what do you guys think?
I think we have risks either way. So what's the least amount?
Given our condition right now, I feel like taking the horses is probably the best idea.
Just the horses, or the horses and the carriage?
Let's take the carriage unless we need to get rid of it, right? If we need to lose the carriage, then we lose the carriage.
How easy would it be to disconnect the horses?
Disconnect the. I mean, it's a very standard cart. You know, it's a very standard carriage, so it wouldn't be hard.
It's probably connected by rope to something.
There's probably a bunch of ropes that connect to different harnesses and things, so I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay.
You
Got a
guys are
sword.
speaking, and you do hear more footsteps echoing, and some going down the staircase. And you hear someone calling out in Barovian, and Arena leans over to you and says, It's the priest. He's asking who left this man.
Gotta go.
And you hear him yelling again. He's saying, don't fear, you're safe.
Where have we heard that before?
I know. And he stops. And then you don't hear him any longer.
Oh, they got him.
He's
The
dead!
Strahd media got him.
He's standing there quietly? Is that what you're saying? Like
So you're on the side of the building, so it's
Yeah.
hard to tell if he actually came in, but he has stopped calling out for you.
Can we see him?
No,
No,
so you're on
just
the
saying.
side. He's kind of like on the front staircase, kind
I
of just
see.
calling out into the street.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Saying you're safe, it's okay.
Right. Okay.
I just don't know who to trust here anymore.
No, it's time to go. So then let's go.
Okay. Carriage or no?
Let's bring the carriage.
Okay.
You
Gonna
guys start to see from down the street torchlight, and you hear a bit of tromping of metal and boots. So a larger party is approaching down the street.
Sure, we shouldn't just ditch the carriage and take the horses? Might be quicker.
Okay, let's do that then.
I'm gonna like,
Cut the lines.
All right.
cut the lines to a horse. I think
Okay.
we'll actually be able to move possibly in between buildings on the horses too, as opposed to with
Perhaps,
the carriage.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Can you, whoever, if you guys are all doing it, let's roll sleight of hands to
Sure.
get them on
And
down.
I feel like we can
Just
cut
cut
them.
them.
You just want to cut them.
Yep.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and if the situation becomes dire, I can firebolt the connections as well. Just send them off.
Perfect.
Chip chop.
All right. You're chopping away. That party gets closer. They are probably about a minute or two away from getting to you. So it is dire time.
So I'll share a horse with Chaos.
Okay. Perfect. And you're taking Arena.
Sure.
All right.
Forgot she was there. It's like, oh, horse by myself, levitate.
It's just
With the horse.
It's just Wunderschnap too.
I levitate the horse.
You're Santa.
Yeah.
All right.
And then once we disconnect the horses, is there a way to like start going like down through buildings as opposed to going out in the street where the big battalion is?
You absolutely have that choice.
Go back around. Because I'm assuming that's the church.
Yeah, that's
Big
the
red
church right there.
building. So we're on the side. We'll just go back around the back and then just loop
Back
around.
to the main run around. Okay.
Okay.
With me.
Perfect.
She's just gonna say like, is they gonna just be ready to run?
Alright. Cool.
Oh, we don't have to like gallop yet. Just trying to be quiet.
Okay,
and
so
then
you guys go behind the church. That is perfect because that party just approaches you as you guys hit the back of the church.
So they were around the back, not on the main road.
No. So they're like on the main road. You guys go behind the church and they narrowly miss you.
Man, we move as fast as a horse. We don't need these fucking horses. They only
I
move,
don't move that fast.
Yeah, one of us can carry you. They only move 40 feet a turn. What is this?
If they dash us 80.
Yeah, I dash at 80.
You hear some commotion.
Not carrying someone.
And can someone, can all of you actually, you guys roll a intelligence.
Intelligence saving throw. Get fucked.
8.
16.
Which is an 8.
Oh, it's right there. It's just 13.
13, 8, sorry, what was
16.
it? 16? Okay, you do recognize that voice, and that is Baron Vargas Velakovich.
We can just end it right here.
No!
We could.
No, is it?
No.
How?
I have,
No dog.
I
Yeah,
have no
please.
spells left.
You
None.
got Fireball. I got Punch.
You,
Eldritch Blast.
the last thing you guys hear, if you continue on, is him shouting.
I could definitely continue. I'm not fucking
Yeah.
around for that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep heading.
Is it understood what he says?
You hear him shout out a name, you hear him shout, Lucian!
That's a pretty dope name.
Yeah, is that the second guard? It's the royal guard.
It might be the
I
priest.
assume it's the priest he's yelling. Lucian, Lucifer.
Sorry, man. Would have loved to meet you, but not today. Yeah, just keep heading and keeping an ear and eye out, see if
the
anyone's...
vampire's one of her sons.
Doubt, because they're at the church.
Her son is probably like strapped to a table in her fucking manor being experimented on.
Holy fuck.
Her sons are probably vampires. Let's be clear.
What if her sons are just miscreants? What about that?
What does that mean? What's a miscreant? Like
a mischief maker,
Oh,
like
yeah.
piece of shit, kind of.
Okay.
Thank you, Mom. I don't want any of your devil powers. I'm gonna go throw bones with the kids.
She has them on leashes.
Meow.
They're aware of it.
I'm gonna kill
I was gonna say, it could just be somebody enchanted to only speak in meows, because that's what it sounded
It's
like.
just Doja Cat at the Met Gala.
He was screaming, "Help!"
Okay.
Well, that priest is probably dead. Done so.
Can we all... How are you guys booking it? Are you guys trying to be very
Just a
soft
leisurely
about?
trot.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to definitely be...
We're trying to play it cool,
Be
but
moving-
not too cool.
We wanna, no,
Not like
seriously.
nerds, but
Like,
you know.
setting at a good, steady pace, like, we are on our way out of here. Like, in that kind of... Sort of a
Should
trot.
we roll like a deception to be like we're playing it cool, but not
the
too
reality
cool?
is, it's
Play
like
it
dark at night, so
Yeah.
most people aren't going to leave.
I was
on a
gonna have
horse.
you
So
roll
we're
stealth
gonna,
at advantage.
We're gonna draw attention no matter what.
Yeah.
So my point being, like, moving at a decent pace, and decent enough to, like, if somebody starts fucking pursuing us, we can easily make the horses book it.
Give us disadvantage.
Yeah. No, I will not, because you guys are, like Sean said, behind all of these buildings, and it is nighttime.
It's the road we're gonna have an issue with.
Yeah. So you made a
after like 30 or 60 feet,
Right.
it's invisible to most humans.
you made a very good choice.
Okay.
So let's just roll it at advantage, in case for some reason our horses decide to
Or should
scream
it just
or
be
something.
2 rolls for one for each horse?
You can do that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, someone farts super loud.
You
Well,
wanna do it or me?
huh?
You wanna do it or me?
I don't know who's better.
I have 3.
It would probably be whoever's at the range.
Right.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. That's pretty good. 22.
Was it supposed to be an advantage or just one roll?
Advantage.
Okay. then
'Cause we're not even
23.
on
Okay,
Nice.
perfect. Yeah, you guys, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Arena kind of taps you and raises her voice just a bit, says, "What are we planning to do when we get to the gate?"
Charge through them. Or maybe if there's too many of them, maybe we can ditch the horses and do the wall plan.
There
Back
could
up.
be battalions. They must know by now, right?
Well, around...
There's like...
So, if we kind of...
You know the meme of the old man where he's like...
That's why I said go over the fucking wall, because there's not a battalion outside.
My idea is kind of this.
There's double.
So, we're kind of like... We have to round this bend first before we can even see the exit. So I'm thinking if, like, especially around behind these buildings here, we can probably gauge if there's a ton of people, like, peek out look from, like, behind there.
We die.
See how crowded it is, and if it's really bad over here, we can probably just hop the wall right here. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Gonna figure it out.
So.
We'll do whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
It'll be easy.
Great. Was that the, were you saying that little bend, like, to the right of the gate there?
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to point it out to you without standing up. So I'm saying, like, if we're coming from, like, here, if we kind of stop in this little area to get a look and see how bad it is, and then if it's really bad, we can just hop over the wall here.
Very nice. You guys... Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys make it to that little bend, and you see torchlight. You hear the cacophony of many voices. And as you peek over out behind one of the buildings, you see squadrons of guards.
Okay.
And on the palisades and the scaffolding surrounding this 15-foot tall spiky wall, you see people patrolling back and forth with
on the wall
torches.
or before the wall?
Both. Yes.
Okay, cool.
There are units of these guards. They've clearly been told to not let anyone in or out in any way possible.
So even in that kind of, like, area I pointed out when I said if we try to wall, like, how many are patrolling?
So towards that area, it's definitely lesser, and they walk a beat back and forth. So around that area, there's maybe 4 or 5 of them, and they are going back and forth.
So
You gotta study their movement pattern.
Yeah, she's gonna turn to them and be like point over her shoulder at the net and be like,
We're going up the wall?
Really makes some
"Hey man, worth a try."
Yeah, so I don't know, take some time, study their movement pattern, and just each person who can carry someone up the wall, just...
Okay. How tall is this wall, by the way?
It is 15 feet tall, and it ends in a spike.
And then
They're like huge ass trees.
Let me just review the boots we have and see if... Can we carry 2 people? Let's see.
I can just levitate the person and carry them up for free. It should just give you climbing.
While you wear these shoes, you can move up, down, across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving your hands free. You have a climbing speed equal to your walking speed. However, the slippers don't allow you to move away on a slippery surface. So it doesn't say anything about carrying.
No, I think it's just standard rules for your strength. Like, how can you actually have movement?
It would probably say otherwise, I think.
If you can carry whatever weight you're trying to carry as you are now, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm also just going to, like, as a backup, if needed, just be ready to try to cast some gust at these bitches and see if they can fall off the wall if needed.
Shit.
Break their necks.
If they see us start coming at us, like,
You said it was how tall?
it's
15.
15 feet.
if they get within, if they notice us, start charging, and they're within 30 feet, I'm gonna gust them back and try to knock them off the wall.
15 feet. That's not bad.
No, not bad.
I was thinking it was like 50.
No. All right, let's go,
Let's have
boys.
50 people shooting at us.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. So what's our process? What are we doing?
Okay. So I think it sounds like we're gonna study their movements,
Try to time
look
it.
for the best opening.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we're expecting,
A great one.
but
Yeah.
and then we're gonna charge in, and I'll pick up Chaos. He'll pick up Arena, and we're gonna sprint up the wall.
Are you gonna levitate, you two, or is it quicker for you to climb?
I mean, physically it's quicker for me to climb.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna sprint up the wall and get over.
All right.
And then again, if they spot us,
We'll see.
head for us within 30 feet, I'm gonna try to gust them off the wall.
Okay. So there are 2 on bottom that towards the edge, they don't walk the entire circumference of the course.
Right.
They get a little bit past where you would stand if you were up there, and then they move back.
Okay.
And they get back, and they move back. It takes them about a minute to go from their starting point to their end point. So you got a minute from here to here. Here is like where that group of them are starting. You got here and here. And there's two on the bottom. There's one that always stays at the edge. There's one here on the first level of scaffolding, and there's another on the second level of scaffolding. And they stagger their movements. There is maybe a window of about 15-20 seconds where you would have enough where there might be like one of them or two of them.
So my question then would be, because I'm thinking of this like video game pattern almost. When you say scaffolding, is it like wall then platform that they're on, and then more wall then platform?
Exactly.
So then we could probably skirt to the edge where the one guys are. So one guy's staying stagnant here. So like we're gonna take if we do it scaffolding by scaffolding. Guy stays stationary in this end. This guy goes back and forth, right?
Yes.
If we go up to this corner underneath the scaffolding, wait to hear this guy turn and head back for the stationary guy, we can then move to the next one and potentially pattern the movement and just attempt to, like, use the scaffolding to the advantage to plan out the pacing of when we progress.
Sure.
And then, again, backup plan, they fall and die.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe.
Great. Okay. I would like to treat this as, because we have a game plan, I would like to treat this as a skill check. And we're going to have a skill check at each level. Ground level, first level, second level, and over.
Okay.
So let's do that. Let me pull that up here.
Pull out my skiers.
Great. Alright.
So we need one skill per round per person, right? Is that how this works? And you can't use the same skill twice.
Alright. So, we're going to go this way. Okay. What are we using? How are we using it?
Describe to me the challenge.
So the challenge is getting over this wall and sneaking level by level, kind of like Whitney had explained with your game plan.
Right. So where am I in, like...
You guys are currently at, you guys are like kind of still in the houses, right?
Well, like
yeah.
Like planning it out to see when we can. So we're technically on ground level.
Exactly.
How tall are the houses?
The houses, they're a couple stories.
They're like not close enough to the wall to go from there, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I levitate myself, momentum will carry.
There you go.
Hey, bitches! Just this guy floating there, like that's normal.
So, are you saying like...
It's Magneto again.
Yeah, Magneto.
Well, we'll get like a running start of 80 feet in 6 seconds.
So each
And
of
I'll
us.
levitate myself. I'll
No,
just
I
throw
understand.
myself over.
I'm trying to see, like, what am I trying to overcome right now?
Basically, sneaking, timing, execution of carrying somebody up the wall, like
Avoiding people's eyes.
Like what specifically?
Exactly.
That's what I'm asking. Right.
You're trying to stealthily get over the wall without being seen.
Okay. You want to go first?
Yep,
she
we
let
can
me
start with
that's-
anybody.
that's cool.
Yeah.
The first skill I would use from here at this vantage point would be insight to help us know more about timing of things and using like little hand signals and stuff, or like tapping him to be like go, or you know what I mean, like
Sure.
so that would be my skill that I would use at this level.
Perfect. Please go ahead.
I'm scared. 13.
All right.
Not terrible.
No, it's not terrible. You do glean that information that I had told you, and you do, you're able to be quiet enough that you are not heard in any way, and you're able to communicate pretty effectively with everybody.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I use a sleight of hand to throw something and distract one of the guards so they wander away?
They break pattern.
Ooh, yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
20.
Whew.
Nice.
Very nice. The one who is stagnant at the base is the one who notices, and he walks. Oh, where do you throw it? Do you throw it past him this way? Do you throw it towards the others?
The skill that I use?
Away from the other guards.
Okay, perfect. So he does end up walking over there, so it leaves you more space in between him going after that. So you have a bit more time, maybe a 10-15 second where he's not there. Very nice. 20 gets me to.
Come on, Lance.
Yeah, I'm trying to think something
Just go kill that guy.
true.
You can like use your athletics to perch us up under this scaffolding like perfectly or something, you know?
Yeah, I'll do that.
One more time, what do you do?
Yeah, I'll use our athletics to give us,
The best position in the scaffolding.
sure.
That's I mean, that's how you do because you
Right.
that's what you're trained in.
23.
Wow, you guys.
Hell yeah.
yeah, brother.
Extremely successful, and you guys make it to that bottom level.
Okay.
Without being detected.
Round 2. Ding,
Now
ding,
there's
ding.
it's a little bit higher now because now you gotta commit.
Right.
So we're gonna do this second round. We are now trying to get up to the scaffolding. This guy's still checking out whatever you threw, but he does see that there's nothing of note, and he will start to wander back this round.
Are we treating like each round like 6 seconds like a combat
Yeah.
round? Okay.
Mhm. He will start to wander back this round. This one is now coming towards you on the bottom, those two right there, and the one up is sort of at the middle right now, a little bit farther than these two, and they're both walking towards you.
I will, since we did this pattern, I will use my survival this round.
Okay.
Which is a little bit of a hardier version of the insight thing in terms of helping them with the timing, being able to track each footstep, noticing if anyone like trips up, changes pattern, is turning back when they shouldn't, or or if there's again the need to interfere in their patterns at any point.
Cool.
Because I can't really do much physically since I'm being carried. Be nice. Yeah, 24.
Whew, very nice. Very, very good. You need speed and you need quiet. That is the most effective thing that you think you're going to get right now, is you need to move to that second level as quickly as possible.
I'll use my incredible hand signals to tell them that.
Very nice. Cool.
You go next since you might have less skills than Gunther.
I definitely do.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really see much I can do, honestly.
I'll work with you. You stretch it.
Can I give you a suggestion?
Yeah, go ahead.
Perception can be used very similarly with you and your timing.
That's a good one.
You being able to spot like good footholds if needed or whatever. Well, you got the boots, so that doesn't matter. But that can be something that helps you with your timing and like not tripping up, and like it's a good skill in terms of keeping track of where the guards are and things like that. And then for the last round, I would use performance charisma. Never mind. Forgot about that. Be clever and use insight too, because those are the ones you're trained in.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to follow Chaos's lead, but I'm going to use my perception to maybe give us advantage next round, to like put us in a place on top
Yeah.
that's the most advantageous.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
I like that a lot.
Okay.
So I have a choice for you
Yeah.
before you take that.
Mhm.
Would you like to guarantee that you guys have advantage next time and not add to the total with that roll? Or do you want to add to the total with that roll and give one of us advantage next round?
I would sooner give us advantage next round.
Great. All of you advantage?
Or at least us.
Okay.
Because I feel like that would be the most, that would make the most sense.
Yeah, because you can forgo
Yeah.
adding to your total this round and give every single person advantage next time.
Okay.
Or you can give one of them advantage next time and add to your total.
Let's do that one.
The second
Okay.
one?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what did you get?
I got a 15.
Oh,
14.
14. Okay. Yeah, no. You do a very, very good job in aiding and
Aiding and abetting.
you're an incredibly watchful eye, and it's super useful, especially for who's getting advantage next round?
Us two. Yes.
You get one.
You get one. That was the trade-off for you to be
Oh.
able to add your total this round.
Even though I'm carrying her? Because I'm carrying Chaos?
Yeah, because
So wouldn't we get
she's,
advantage together?
she's adding the totals of our rolls to see if we pass a number threshold to be successful.
I see what you're saying. Then I'll add it to my own.
Okay, perfect. All right. Lovely. Awesome. Okay. Let's go there.
I'm just going to use stealth and try to sneak up to a place that's sort of hidden away on the second scaffolding area.
Amazing.
Either right.
10.
10. Oof. Okay. So, let me see here. Okay. Your feet ends up slipping just a little bit at one point. Thank you. Let's see here.
Arena smashes her head on a rock and just dies.
She does give a little, like a yelp, but... and one of them kind of... But...
Boy, look away unless you want to die.
Okay.
Must have been the wind.
I have a plan, guys. If everything goes bad, I'll just turn into a zombie again and kill everybody.
Nice!
Okay.
I call upon God to give me the curse once again.
So, we're going to go ahead and do our last round here. This is getting up to the second one.
Yeah.
And then you're able to jump over as you're, or however you like to descend.
Is the jumping down or whatever, is that going to be an additional round, or is this the last round of the skill check, and then we're essentially
This
just
is the
deciding
last
how to
round of
get
the
down?
skill check, and then you guys got to make a choice as to what you do.
Cool.
Yeah.
So then for my last skill that I'm going to use is actually my athletics to help Lance be steady and kind of just be ready to grab on to anything that we may need or give him, I don't mean to use the term, but like advantage on his movements in certain ways that I can use my own strength to help alleviate the burden that I am type thing to make sure that he can move quickly, efficiently, and quietly.
Great. All right, let's do it.
I'm so skilled. Ooh, 19!
Very, very...
Thank you, Dice Gods!
Nice. You guys are killing it. Yeah, you do it. You adjust yourself in a way that will be advantageous to making Lance's job as easy as possible. We're going to go ahead and do this here. Okay.
Lance, you go again, because...
You got advantage as well.
Right.
Do I see any guards on the wall at this time?
The ones below have started to, they had gotten to their place as you were going up. They did not see you. The one up here is steadily approaching, a little too close for comfort.
You can use your insight to know when to move in his line of sight, or something like that.
Didn't we already use insight?
No, he used his perception. I used my insight the first round.
Gotcha.
I'm wondering if I can use my performance, my circus performance, in a way.
I would,
But
yeah, dude.
But I feel like it's
What's the bonus there?
it's +5. That's pretty good.
Pretty
good.
I would say since performance is used for like bards and stuff, like for their musical thing, I think that could technically apply to a circus move.
Well, I'm thinking like, you know how I used to like juggle and like use and made lassos. Maybe I can pull someone down, but then they die. And then
I would consider
actually
that.
they wouldn't
And then
die.
I would consider something of-
15 damage, or 15
Right.
feet.
Yeah,
but-
so
I would consider that to be more of like a sleight of hand type deal.
that's
That specific
Yeah.
plan, yes.
that's okay. That makes sense.
What if you use your performance and turns to do a really cool vault flip over the wall?
That would be acrobatics.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Both. I don't know. Who cares?
I think performance would be more about how good does it look.
Yeah. I don't know what to do right now.
I would use insight over performance personally,
Yeah, that's probably a better idea.
because especially with one coming towards us, you need to be able to.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my insight to insight whether or not he detects us, and then if he does,
Okay.
I will stop and
Yeah.
become a little spider.
Of course.
I'm a little spider. You know.
That's an actual 20.
Wow.
For a total of.
His pacing is a little bit quickened as opposed to a normal just walk in the beat. So you do insight that he has purpose towards walking towards you. Perhaps he is suspicious, if not maybe heard something like arena or something like that.
Do you think with the natural 20 would he be able to decipher whether or not it's safer to stay still or move?
Stay still or move. I would say, like I had said to Chaos before, best thing, speed and stealth and quiet.
So keep going.
Okay. We keep going.
You keep going. Great. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Actually, I have a question real
Yeah.
quick. We're still poisoned, aren't we? Because I have on my conditions we're poisoned.
Depends on how long it's lasted.
Forgot about that.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, should we have been rolling a disadvantage?
Well, from like wherever over here in a carriage ride down to here and then back over here, if the poison has lasted that long.
We don't know.
It's your call. What do you think?
You feel it? I'm not going to rescind anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
But we're still poisoned.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's I want to make sure.
Adrenaline is a very powerful thing.
Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Cool.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, so
Rip.
I'm sorry, everyone. I just saw it and I was like,
well,
Teacher, do we have homework?
it's
You do it after all your rolls.
listen,
But it's time for Sean to roll.
no. I was gonna say. So how do we want to do this in terms of
Well, she said she's not going to rescind anything.
right? But so then, should we make a roll at disadvantage for this last one, or because we all fucked up, do we take the L and just then start rolling at disadvantage after this point?
It's up to the DM.
That's what I'm
It's
asking.
applied now.
Adrenaline is a very powerful thing in the midst of needing to survive. You know, the human or whatever body is very capable of overcoming a lot of obstacles. I would say after you guys do end up passing or failing this skill check, that is when you can start to apply disadvantage to those things.
Okay.
And then in the future, we will just try to be
In
better.
the
than
future,
everything.
we'll remember the decisions.
Be better.
That's okay, I don't remember either.
He's just gonna try to perception for when like the guard's closing his eyes to blink to just.
Bruh. Bruh. What are you, fucking eagle?
Cool.
I'm a goddamn monk.
Or wait till he yawns.
Perception 19.
Hey, Blake.
Now, what if?
Oh. So, he has a quickened pace. He is staring very intently. But Raven ends up cawing at one point.
Yes.
And he just.
Yeah, and he kind of like. Yep.
I like you made that voice.
He just fucking sprints at the wall. The guy here's like, is that a whinnying horse?
Cool.
Yep.
Alright.
And then the flu comes over us.
You guys just throw up over the wall.
Yeah. No.
Great.
Okay.
He is probably about a round away from you.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Can we just drop down?
That's
do
not a
you
good
want
idea.
to drop down and
We
take fall
won't.
damage?
I'm not.
I mean, you slow fall.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a choice. I'm being
Hold on.
held. To
Like-
be fair, but
I levitate him and just push him over.
Can
Oh!
you give it to other people?
I can
Yeah.
levitate things and peoples.
and I'm on you, so
Oh,
technically.
I get it.
And then I
I
drop
get
down.
it. I
So we just
see. So we both
descend,
just...
take the elevator down.
Wait, does levitate allow me to fall?
You can
Go up or down.
like up or down. So
Okay.
I can just like descend you like 30 feet a
I
turn.
see.
But you can't go forward backward.
Yeah, that's why I give you a little push.
I see.
Right as you
It's like
start
shooting me in the
to
air.
descend down, you hear it like above you as it starts to go, and you hear some shouting, and you hear other shouting.
Yeah, we run.
Yeah, you hear
Hit
other
the ground,
shouting.
run.
You do hear a bell start to toll, and you see torches appear over the side of this wall. Are we dashing? Are we
Yeah, dashing.
levitating?
No, we're walking casually. What?
I'm still gonna
No.
carry her because I can run faster than her right now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you can also run. Wait,
Yeah.
can you run faster than me? No.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what you guys said. So we just yeehaw.
Is it a half movement?
I believe so.
That's if you're like dragging an enemy, or if you're grappled an enemy who's resisting, you move half.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess piggyback ride would just be like
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Well,
fucking
have-
run for it.
escaped.
Woo! I'm really, really glad that of all the times to roll well, it was then. Because, oh my god.
Cool. Well, no, that's the wrong blue. Hold on a damn minute.
We are thankful for forgetfulness. Yay!
Damn,
Okay.
you know, I bet the Baron is maliciously unhappy right now.
Oh my. Ooh.
Do
The
we
people-
have to go back and kill
Sean,
him?
he's a politician. You think the rules apply to him?
Yeah. they don't until the people and his
Rise
elbow
up.
rise up.
So,
That's the group name, the People's Elbows.
No.
you guys
No.
are free of the town of Valaki, but
Just going on Lance's back.
you are currently in a bit of a clearing.
Yep.
And beyond it, you do see the trees of the Sphalic Woods.
Love that so much.
The
And
phallic woods.
Yes, that's the one. All
do
the
you know
penis
that I
shaped
live in
trees.
fear of saying that name every session for that specific reason?
And yet here you are.
And yet,
Excellent.
here you are.
Shame.
Gosh, it's phallic. Sphalic.
But as you guys are now, of course, far beyond 30 feet of this wall, the darkness does consume you and they can no longer see you. So
Haha,
you can choose. Go wherever you wish.
So can we just like stay 30 to 60 feet away where we know they can't fucking see?
Yes.
And like make our way back around to, you said the Vistani camp's on the southern end of the
Yes,
map.
okay, so do you guys see this?
Yeah.
That's where you're going.
Okay, we'll make a wide berth
Mm-hmm.
and head down that
Okay. Cool. Sean, can you please roll me a d20?
3.
Okay.
You like how it fucking...
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
It's like a skateboard.
Grind.
Yeah.
Michael, please roll me a d20.
It's 12.
And then everyone rolled a madness.
Winnie.
No, I cannot. I do not want to, thank you.
I think Madness is. Well, it might be 220. Who fucking knows?
3, 5, 12.
Wow.
Together.
20.
It equals 20. We win! D&D, guys!
Alright.
20 out of 60.
You guys make your way over to the first half of this and you do hit the main road.
How wide is the main road?
How wide is the main road? Maybe like as wide as the stable.
Okay, so we can just like fucking dash across it and
Yeah.
be like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, keep moving quick.
Do we do anything on our walk?
No!
I feel like we should probably rest before we run into a monstie.
Can we get past the main road and then like instead of going into the woods, can we hide by this big tree?
Oh, that big like clump of trees there?
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
take a short?
That's where you're going anyway, that little side road. You do
Right.
remember that is the place in the road in which Ez had split from you.
Cool. Maybe take a little breather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Over
then
there. Okay. So you're short resting?
Yeah.
Okay.
in the tree if necessary.
Okay.
Keep watch. Listen for anything weird.
Perfect.
No one's really resting. We're all just like
Fucking trying not
never
to throw
getting
up.
out.
So short rest is an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna need us to roll one more set of these 20s. The short rest happens. But
18.
okay.
Chill. An 8.
15.
So
I've got all
no.
the key points back. The short rest is so beneficial to monks.
you are
Double poison.
no.
Disease now.
You have and still do have chlamydia.
It spreads like
Yeah.
like leprosy.
You weren't poisoned from being bitten by the death dogs. It was from your
Yeah,
night
it's
of
caught up to
fun.
Your knights. It's like the
Oh
knights of the
my
round table.
fucking god.
My
That
cock just falls off.
you do that short rest,
Yeah.
taking some time to actually breathe
Mm-hmm.
for a moment. Those effects do,
Disappear.
The poison condition.
yes.
Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, is our max HP still lowered?
Max HP still lowered.
That might be a 24-hour
Yes.
thing.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
I'm trying
so
to
then I
remember.
don't need to do that last time.
Rest.
Same.
Big old 40 now.
You're approaching the end of your short watch. You hear horrible sounds in the woods. It is worse at night. You hear the screeching of animals. And you hear too much rustling. And from the city beyond, you do hear a church bell ringing over and over, and you see a pillar of smoke.
If I burn the fucking church down, dude.
Not from the direction of the church,
Uh-oh.
but
Rise up!
sort of closer towards the toy shop, kind of to the south of the city.
Is that by where the inn is?
You can roll a, I
hard
guess,
to
a
say.
survival to kind of discern where in the city that
Because
might be.
based on my memory, I think I'm correct.
15.
Unnatural 20.
It is in the direction of the Baron's mansion.
Oh shit! I really fucking hope the Dominionist lit his home on fire. That'd be awesome.
I really hope it's the Dominion is, and not like the Devil's Force. It's just, you know, like Castlevania fucking an entire city.
True, but also at the same time, I'm like, let him suffer.
What did we do?
Survived. That's what we did.
There's a moment of silence. And then it is filled by this ear-splitting screeching of hundreds of
Let's go.
something. The fluttering of
Bats!
dozens of wings.
Fuck! We need to go.
And
No.
the moon,
They all turn into vampires.
You're dead.
All 100 of them.
Easy.
the moon that you now for the first time realize is the only kind of celestial body that you see.
Yo.
The moon becomes at one point obscured by a cloud of flapping things.
It's like 300.
It is like 300
Is it moving towards the city?
It sweeps around the moon towards the city, and then it, you know how swallows or whatever the fuck those birds that group like
Yeah.
Like-
and they dip and turn really
exactly
weirdly.
just like that. They go towards the city and they start heading towards you. Please, everybody, roll initiative.
Really makes you
What is that?
15.
6.
Got it. And the dice gods hate me once again.
Let's see here.
That's it.
Alright.
Boards.
Sorry, let me roll this here. Oh.
Oh no.
Righty. Everybody give me their initiatives one more time, please.
6.
Mm-hmm.
15.
What did I
15.
say I rolled?
I don't know.
Like,
Roll
I
again.
think it was,
12.
I think it was an 8.
It was an 8?
I
Okay.
think so. Well,
I'll
8
take
plus
it.
8 plus 3. 11.
11. Okay.
Not that fine. I was close.
Alright. Cool. So, yes, you see hundreds of bats
No.
swirling and shifting and molding like a group of swallows, diving towards you. They are probably about 60 feet from you at the moment, at a breakneck pace. Let's put our little thingies up here. Da-na-na. We have G-Baby, and we have Lance. We have our bats, and then we have Chaos. Gunther.
I guess I will just cast Sacred Flame
Very
on
nice.
the horde of bats, hoping to burn some of them. As a bunch of raven feathers just start exploding into brilliant gold light.
Very, very nice. I need to roll something for that, yes?
Dexterity!
Woo! Alright. Wow. Man,
I'm gonna be so
nat
fucking
20.
useless.
22.
Then they take no damage.
They take no
They
damage.
just dodge all the feathers.
Yeah, exactly. They died and mold around the feathers.
No.
Lance.
Okay. He'll take his axe of Isaac Stronzi and
Axe of Isaac Strahd. Name of the weapon.
It is.
Is it really? Yes, it is.
Right now.
Call it the dead man's axe.
The dead man's
What about
axe.
the Isaac's?
And he'll imbue it.
Will you and your big axe be there?
Lance is a little too interested.
He'll imbue it
For all the
with his
wrong
green
reasons.
flames, and let's see. Oh well, they haven't even approached yet. So then, So then he will rage prematurely, and he'll use his action to swing at them when they get in reach.
Great. Okay, so we're holding our action
Yep.
there.
Mhm.
They dash 60 feet to you.
Let's do it.
Go for it.
Here we go. Oh wait, I can't do recklessly. Okay, that's okay.
No, we're not poisoned anymore.
No, it's because
This is a reaction
I
attack,
see.
technically. Yeah.
that is
A 2.
so.
No!
So that
No.
is an 8.
No.
An 8 to hit.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry, my brother.
Somehow you miss a bajillion bats.
They're just crazy.
There's a lot of them, but they're small and they're dexterous. But they now descend upon you like a cloud.
Yeah. He whiffs in them and they just...
All right. They are. Let me see. How many did I do? Wow. All right.
800.
Here we.
Wait, didn't you say they were dashing 60 feet?
Something like that.
Yeah, they dash 60 feet towards you.
Okay.
And so that is their action. So let's see. Do they have anything?
Their legendary action.
For a legendary action, they will.
It's Strahd and
it's
Co.
their action. I'll just say that bats actually don't have good eyesight. They crash into each other all the time when they're flying at night. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Me too.
Same, dog. Same.
So at this point, they're just all around us,
Oh, yeah.
basically. Okay, so anything I do will that be at disadvantage, essentially.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, so these are like swarms, right?
Yes.
Essentially, for how does shocking grasp work on a swarm?
It's it's an enemy target, and you just gotta hit it.
Okay. So I guess she's just gonna be like very like trying to remain calm as they're like getting tangled in her hair that is never messed up, but is right now because like she doesn't have her like glamour on, if you will.
Right.
And as she's like trying to fight off like the ick of these bats like touching her hair and like getting caught in the hood, she's gonna start reaching out with these purple sparks of lightning like catching on, just hoping to like grab as like, and if successful, it starts jumping between them. Like,
Oh my god.
Let's see. 21 to hit.
Absolutely.
So then whatever swarm is on me cannot take reactions till the start of its next turn.
All right.
So and strategically speaking, so that's 9 lightning damage to the swarm.
Okay.
You shocking grab a swarm.
It did, so I explained it, but you missed it. And I'm gonna start moving kind of more towards the mess of woods, just in case anyone starts coming down the road to be a bit more obscure about the thousands of bats that are now attacking us, just in case.
All right. Perfect. Lovely, lovely. Remind me, what damage did they take?
9 lightning damage.
9. Thank you, thank you, thank
Yeah.
you.
And then, I don't think, yeah, because all my bonus actions are sorcery point things, which I have none.
Feels good to be a short rest class. Ooze.
Slashing at these things. And will she hit them? No. They are also evading her long
She's
sword
rusty.
as well. Exactly, she is
Rusty.
indeed very rusty. All right.
Oh.
G baby.
Alright, he's gonna back up so he's close to Arena and just like put a hand on her shoulder and so he knows where she is and she doesn't randomly disappear in the fucking forest.
All the bats take her.
Yeah. No. And then he's gonna attack a bunch of times
Nice.
with his quarterstaff, which can be used one-handed. So he's just gonna support it against his side and start swanging. Just like that.
The image.
Constantly shouting in his mind, he should have gone to the Vistani camp. Oh, hey, that's an 18.
Very nice, yes.
1d6. Okay, it can't roll inside the
I was gonna
goddamn.
say, apparently your dice are like,
Too
no.
much damage.
Nerf!
7 physical damage for the first hit.
Okay.
Silvered.
Silver.
Just in case that matters.
Nerf.
You can pay for things? Why do monks even have clothes? Yes, me the nudist monk, fear me.
He doesn't say a word. Just
No
sometimes he's
belongings
naked.
as a monk. No material belongings.
Since
homeless person.
he's been
Yes.
nude since he met God and like just hasn't explained it.
Yes, I met God and she told me be a nudist. Let it hang. 22 for the second
We got a
hit.
message that our stream is having issues.
What's going on?
I don't know. I'll ask.
So just let them know we're going to restart the stream. Please come back.
Okay.
Oh, that's a custom message. I'll type it.
This might hit me.
Did you guys
I
actually take
hope
a
it does for
second?
you.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we took a second.
They did take a second.
Well, I took my second half because I couldn't do that.
Alright, here we go.
We are back.
We are back.
Let's confirm everybody watching.
Can you hear us?
Welcome
Rudy
back,
says
everyone.
everything good.
Thank you,
Everything's
Rudy.
good. Thank you, Rudy. You're the best.
Yeah, apparently the internet muted us.
Rudy.
They couldn't handle what we were spewing out.
They can't handle the truth!
So as we can see, there's a little bit of a different energy in the room right now.
Why are you
There
outing
is-
us?
there is
Why
no
are you
energy
outing
change.
us right now?
Well,
We
outing
fucking
you.
had shots on stream during Wind and Vined, okay?
Yeah, we did.
Why does she know the exact episode?
Because she watches it daily.
I mean, like, I
Well,
watch.
she did the shorts for that one, so she probably had to watch all of it. Yeah.
So it'll take a little while for it to affect some of us, but one of us has the
One of us.
constitution of a small child.
Sean remained nameless, and definitely Sean was not looking at them very jealously.
It's Brianna.
Oh,
She
yeah.
also has the constitution of a small,
Which is
very
why
sick
this is why
child.
she abstains while we stream.
Yes.
It is
Oh,
God gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers.
God gives his silliest jokes to his goofiest
Just
clowns.
gooses. Well,
God gives the darkest quest to the brightest stars.
That's cringe. Wow, I feel like an anime protagonist now.
we live in a society!
Oh my god.
Wow, he got hit with it real hard.
Alright, so we're fighting back.
we're fighting about 10,000 bats.
10,000?
We're actually fighting Farthie.
No, not quite.
This is just his lair.
Yeah, his lair action of garbage bats.
The tree was actually made out of garbage.
He's like a fucking cryptid.
Oh, here we go. Film Addict says, "Hello there, beautiful people. Sorry I'm late.
Beautiful
just woke
people.
up." Film
Film
Addict,
Addict.
just want to
No
let you
worries.
know. Maybe I shouldn't say it.
Nope, don't say it.
No.
It's a surprise.
You know.
Bro.
Welcome, Film Addict.
Bro.
Well,
Man, I've told you guys for so long that this man spoils everything.
what are you talking about?
Dude.
Spoilers on everything.
You want to
Well-
know something? Just give it one fucking shot. That's
Yeah.
it.
Film Addict is aware
Yeah.
of the situation.
Alright, so we were fighting bats.
We fight.
Welcome, Film Addict. Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Alrighty. So we were at Gunther's turn.
Yeah, my second attack was a 22.
And
to
22
hit.
absolutely hits.
He don't know about you.
Bitch, I hope the
8
fuck.
bludgeoning silver damage. OP needs to be
Absolutely.
nerfed. Not fair. Monk moment.
Hashtag it's
A
not
real monk
fair.
moment. Okay.
And then he'll just bludgeoning, like, try to elbow a bat into the ground and then squish it. So
What the fuck?
A single bat.
yeah.
Make an example.
16. Yeah, no, we're executing this bat so the other bats are now in fear and
We're
awe.
making dinner.
I mean, probably not. Bats, you know.
They go-
You never had bat? I
Maybe
don't
not
know.
the cleanest.
In their
I don't
bat
know.
voices to
Snack.
Finnegan. No.
Seems Finnegan.
Yes.
Finnegan or Sebastian.
That's another one. Fagin and Sebastian are cousins.
Lucian.
I cannot fucking wait for the second half of this session.
Oh no!
I'm so
We're gonna
excited.
find out that they actually were bat cousins.
No, I'm just you guys all took shots, so I'm real excited.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, a
You said-
16 to elbow one of the bats.
You can
and then-
people's elbow the bat.
Well, no, I just knock him down and then raise the foot up real high. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Philmatic says Happy Pride Month to anyone who celebrates.
Happy
Philmatic,
Pride Month!
Happy Pride Month!
That's right.
Rainbows!
It is
yes.
now June.
We love it.
Happy Pride Month,
Happy Pride Month
everybody.
to everyone who's here.
That's true.
Woo!
And everyone who's not, or will
Yeah.
eventually be
We
here.
support you, Pride motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Be proud. So that would be 6 crushing damage.
You do.
6.
Elbow damage.
Then a foot heal.
You hear-
Oh,
You hear? You're welcome.
no!
And I use no key points there.
Just the force of my foot.
Just my oppressive force of violence. Unlimited monk.
Go.
Okay. I'm going to swing recklessly with Great Weapon Master at this huge flock.
Man, how
Okay.
embarrassing would it be if you recklessly miss a bunch of bats? Just like a cartoon.
No!
Swip.
Oh.
He's using his green flames. He ignites his huge axe and he swings at this this
thick
crowd
axe.
of bats. Here we go.
That thick, juicy axe.
19 total.
Yeah,
Hell
brother.
yeah. Here we go.
X.
Yep.
It's curved.
And it's hot.
Oh, it is on fire. It's
Oh
a curved.
my
That's a
God.
lot of
Hot axe.
Juicy.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's covered
So
in
it's
blood now.
juicy.
It's a juicy X.
Can you do math right
Plus
now?
5. So 20
Don't leave me
damage.
to him.
20 fire damage to these bats.
Woo! Very, 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 very nice. Many of them fall to the ground, roasty toasty.
With like little
All
hearts in their
right.
eyes at that
Mhm.
X.
And then he's gonna scoop up the dead crisp and hit him again.
Like
Here we
big
go.
axe in the camera.
At the other ones. Here we go.
Does damage and you cannot deny.
Same thing.
When a bat wants
13
me with
hits.
itty bitty
Yes.
tail.
13 hits. Here we
Yes.
Gets killed.
go. Ooh, that's max damage. Here we go. So that's gonna be
Man, barbarians are OP. This is bad. I don't know what
Honestly,
you're talking
nerf
about.
them.
Yeah.
27 damage. They need a buff, honestly.
yeah,
They need
yeah.
to get buffed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
why you
honestly,
took
they
casting and do less damage a turn now.
Did you say 27?
Correct.
All right, perfect.
Unbattable.
Lovely. Oh,
And then,
okay.
let's see, I don't think I have any bonus action I feel like using. That's fine.
All
Next.
right,
We are swarmed by battalions.
here you
Ho
go.
ho ho.
Oh, ho.
So,
Isaac's fat axe from Zenran Hall. Fucking got him.
that's what we're gonna call the item.
Isaac's fat axe.
In bat hole.
Thank you. All right. So, there are
Everywhere Isaac goes, the ladies are like, that's a fat axe.
four.
Thank you for noticing.
There are. Let's see here.
It does have an itty bitty waist too.
Wait,
That a big
thing?
brown thing
Yeah.
in your face.
Just spit it upside down. We're not gonna stop.
Nope.
Just talk over us. It's rough.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll shut the fuck
Alright,
up.
sorry, I'm trying to remember how many.
We're gonna be good.
swarms
We're gonna
of-
be good little peanuts.
Yeah,
now.
sure you are. All right.
Peons.
Oh.
Peasants.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What are you asking about?
I
trying to
am
determine how many
estimating how many of these swarms are still up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 attacks for each of you.
3 each. Let's go.
There are still 9 of them. Okay.
Easy.
So,
There are 9 swarms.
No, 9 bats.
11 does
9
not
bats.
hit
No,
you.
9
11
bats
does not
swarms.
hit me.
19 hits you.
Yes, there
Yeah.
are swarms of bats. What?
19 hits you, right?
It does, yeah.
Okay, cool. And then another 11 does not hit you, so you're gonna get 1.
This is the same day. I still have mage armor up. Hell
You're
yeah.
gonna get
That's good.
Here we go.
Cry.
Kitty cat. Hey, buddy.
tiny ass fucking damage. A fat, oh my god, what is this? 5 piercing damage. Alright, you 3. We've got, ooh, 9 does not hit you.
Ew.
A 22 hits you.
No, I'm just kidding. Yes.
I was like, oh Jesus Christ. Dirty 20
double
hits
mage armor.
Bless you.
you. Thank you. Alright, we got 2 swarms for you.
Does a shield reaction and then a main shield. Like, no. 27.
Okay.
Get hit. Apparently there's
Get
some
crit.
stupid build where like a caster
4.
wizard can get like 30 AC.
Oh my god, now. 8,
Fucking JP.
10, 11.
Really feeling that, huh?
12.
Did
upsetting.
you get clapped by a JP recently?
Just I get clapped every day.
12 piercing.
Every day.
Alright,
Ooh.
you.
That's
Here
a
we
third
go.
of my
There you
HP.
go.
Over a third of my HP gone.
Alright, 22 hits you.
22
Shut
hits.
up, barbarian.
14 does not hit you.
14 misses.
Okay.
That's almost half my
16.
HP.
Yeah.
16 hits now.
16 hits you. Okay, here we go.
I don't know if I can stun
You're
swarms,
gonna
but I can
get
try.
2,
Probably not. But get fucking
Well, it's a single target. That's the
6,
issue.
10,
Yeah.
That's why I just kind of
11.
I would
Lightning
expect. I would
jumping
expect.
between.
Yeah, I would expect it. It probably doesn't
14.
work. Like, because like if I stun
Jesus
one
Christ,
bat, why would all
18
of
piercing
them
damage.
18.
not? I can try.
It's hard because
18 damage is half down to 9.
Very, very
Right.
nice. Chaos.
Okay. This is I am going to. This is hard to determine because I want to. I guess it doesn't really help. I'm sorry. This is. I wanted to initially gust them away from me,
Okay.
but it's only 5 feet, so
Yeah, they're
it's not really. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're here.
They are here, they are here, they are here.
Mm-hmm. So we're just gonna. I'm just gonna go with another shock and grab because it's touch. They're on us, and that's just. That's just the situation. 16.
Yes.
Nice.
2d8. Na. Another 9 damage.
Alright, very, very
Nice.
nice.
And then whatever particular swarm I hit has no reaction until the start of its next turn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep moving in the direction that I was. So
Okay.
that swarm just can't up attack me.
Right, they are essentially all around you, so. Very cool. Next is Arena. You all notice these swarms are not attacking her at all.
Who would notice that?
I-
We would all notice.
It's
Pretty
oh,
blatant.
there's a lot going on right now, but
It might
the
be based on,
swarms
like, your passive
surrounded
insight
you,
perception.
and
That's what I was wondering.
yeah, it's sorry. What did you say?
It might be based on like your passive insight or perception because
Also-
we're in the middle of a battle.
Yes,
And technically, if DM tells you, you notice.
Yeah.
You notice.
they are.
But
They are.
It's generally an
not
important enough
attacking.
factor that you notice.
But she'll fucking.
My theory is correct.
And you even notices
Which
even.
one?
Finally, someone who wants to know
No,
the truth.
Well, we already know she's been bit twice.
It's more than that.
Well, duh.
And she actually opens herself up to attack. She has a very bad swing, and there's a point in which she is completely uncovered and nothing happens to her.
They're like, cool.
Yeah.
What if we all just hug Arena? Would they do anything to us?
Well, then we would be the body armor that
Yeah,
they would attack.
Yeah.
So
Arena dives in front of
yeah,
us.
Gunther will try to
It's
swing.
like a
No. Fuck up.
We
I'll
do
just
it
let
all the way to
somebody
the Vistani camp, just trading
no.
places.
You're just a fucking ball.
Gunther will try to hit one of the
Loki.
swarms around him.
Yeah.
Oof, that's a miss. 9.
No.
Loki, come here.
Second attack.
Come here, Loki.
21.
Yes.
I will stunning strike it, so I need a
Put the
Constitution
gate
saving throw on that
Absolutely.
swarm.
You tell her in the
Con
game.
saving throw. Ooh, that's a 5.
It fails.
Oh.
Is the swarm stunned?
Yes.
Okay.
You notice how a block of them go.
So he hits it, and you feel this energy kind of reverberate, and they all just hit the ground.
Yes.
Stop!
Oh my god, you're gonna
I will flurry of blows.
stop!
I will flurry of blows, stomp the yard on them
Oh my fucking.
as I channel my early 2000s movies. Where's my other D20? It disappeared. There it is. 21 for the next hit.
Very nice. It does it.
So the first one I think was 8 damage. This one is 4 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, oof indeed. And then the so that was 2 key points. The last flurry of blows I will try to hit a different swarm.
Very nice. Okay.
Net 20.
Nerf.
shit.
And
Nerf.
stunning strike.
Nerf.
All right.
Nerf. Shut the fuck up.
That is a nat 20 for my con save.
Minus.
Nothing. It's +0.
Okay, so they pass, but they take 7-10 bludgeoning damage.
Wow. Okay, so the
As he
ones.
gets this mystical swipe up, just clawing through, and you see bats.
Wow. So yeah, about half of them in that swarm fall dead to the ground, crumpled up. You ended up like whack-a-mole squishing the one swarm.
If anyone's ever played Dead Space, it's the same motion where you're stomping on corpses trying to avoid them reviving. It's such a funny motion, I swear to God.
Oh no.
But yes, that's my turn.
Very cool.
Big boy hit. Here we go. We're going to take Isaac's fat axe, and we're going to attack the swarm.
Stunning strike.
The swarm.
Swarm.
That is a 15 to hit.
Yes, it
Let's
does.
do it. That is 8 plus 10, so yeah. Wait, no.
Ooh.
8 plus 15. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I might have been doing more damage before. Sorry. So 18 plus so 23 damage.
Absolutely. These bats fall to the fucking
Hit
ground.
the floor.
23.
So that swarm dies.
That it does, bro.
I get another attack. Here we go. All right, so we'll hit another different swarm. That is a 14 to hit.
14. Yes, it does.
Okay. No. That is 15. So 19 damage to that swarm.
19.
Man,
Fire
Oh.
damage.
barbarians are so weak. They just
Yeah,
up.
what
They
the
need
fuck?
a buff, man.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
And then with my bonus
like
action,
Zangief, they need a buff.
with my bonus action, we'll hit that swarm
What the
again.
fuck you saying it like that? My bonus action.
I should get another one.
Maybe that's because you took a feat at level 1. I'm just saying. Maybe, I mean,
15.
metagaming. Okay.
Yeah, no fucking hit.
That does 20 fire damage.
Wow.
Damn.
Another one of these swarms, a bunch of them crumple to the ground. There you go.
But that's my turn.
Ooh, very
That's my
nice.
turn.
Oh,
That's
no.
my turn.
Zenranal says, the feeling when you've DM'd Curse of Strahd and you know exactly what's happening and you just have to sit there and think redacted, 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 redacted.
A fucking mood.
That's yeah.
Very nice. Okay. Ta-da! Okay. So, let's see how many we got. Two.
Stunned. One of them is stunned.
1,
Didn't they
2,
pass?
2.
No, the first one failed. The second one passed.
Okay.
Okay. 18 hits you.
It does.
Alright, they're just gonna do a little 4, 6, math, 9 piercing to you.
I was like, meh.
It's okay. We're still
Double
pretty.
3s. Swarms do not hit you.
No.
You.
Damn. That's lucky.
Oof.
You're fine.
17 hits you. The first one did not hit you, and you get a 3, a 7,
Don't touch me, peasant.
a 9 piercing damage as well. Shut the fuck up. And that
Oh.
is their turn. Chaos.
Okay, I'm gonna keep doing the same thing because anything else is at a disadvantage. Haha. So I'm rolling for Shocking Grasp for a 24 to hit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what's it like to have a 20 in a stat? Ugh.
Just get good. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, just roll better, Sean. I don't know. Shut the fuck up, okay?
That's 8 lightning
poke-ass monk.
damage.
Maybe if you didn't roll
I
like
rolled
an
a 1 and a
idiot.
7 on the other one, so 8 lightning damage.
My
And
high stats
they can't
is
take a
18.
reaction.
Yeah, my high stat's a 16. I'm like the idiot cousin of the party.
Bro, you have no negative stats, okay? At no point are you an idiot.
Aw.
I had a character with like a -3.
You should have been a -4.
Oh, Daddy!
Yeah.
Daddy was awesome.
While
Daddy's
you're
at
at
a
it.
-3, okay? He ran around on the edge of life.
He's at the end. Oh, yeah.
You should have been taking double damage.
He did at some points. He was a skeleton. He took double bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
You should have been all damage.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Sean, anytime you play a character, he
No,
just needs to
bludgeoning
die.
makes sense. Bludgeoning makes sense.
Yeah,
Little bone.
bludgeoning is sort of like makes sense, but like
One day we'll talk about these things.
Where are we?
So I just went.
Yeah, she
Yes.
went. So
And
to
I
the
dealt
arena.
8 lightning damage, so then it should be Arena's turn.
Okay. Very, very cool. Is she going to do anything different? No, she's not. She's going to Wickedy Whack attack, and she is going to hit them. So let's go ahead and give her her D10 slashing damage.
She should be attacking the one I stunned right next to us.
A thick 7,
What
and one of
idiot.
these swarms.
Oh, I forgot about that. My bad.
Okay, so fuck. We're at
Baby.
5 swarms now. We're going to do 7. What is math? What is math? Baby, don't
divide
hurt
me. Divide
Don't
me
count me.
by 0.
Yo.
Or I'll
Alright.
die.
Please don't carry the one.
There you go.
Yeah, so is the one that I stunned still alive?
That swarm? No. Bye-bye.
He
So-
takes the time to sweep
They
them
got
away.
crunched.
Yeah,
They got
did.
sliced,
They
diced,
got
crunched,
Strahd.
munched.
My big
Whack-a-mole.
axe.
So then there's 1 by me, 2 by her, 2 by him?
Yeah, they are all
Sure.
flying around you. I essentially pooled all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I'm-
for
I'm-
attack purposes, yes.
I'm going to attack one that's by Chaos.
Awesome.
Nope, no I won't. With another 3.
Damn.
Second attack. 18
Second attack?
plus 6, so 24.
Yes.
And that'll be a stunning strike.
Okay. I fail with an 8, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it takes
I'd be really
6.
sad if that was not a fail.
I rolled an 8.
That's it.
I don't know why I even have you roll anymore.
I have a -5.
It's 8 plus 2 because of my proficiency, and then minus 6 because I'm an idiot.
I'll have you know, there actually was a slight water line collecting each other's eyes at that moment.
It's called
quality
acting.
acting.
How much?
6 bludgeoning silver damage,
Very
and
nice.
then that's my last key point. How wounded does everyone look? Does people bleeding a lot? People not bleeding? You don't tell me your like hit points, but just like
I have like a paper. I have like a paper cut.
Okay.
I'm good.
I look like I'm at about 50%.
if I had changed the
lied.
percentage, it would be 25 out of 40. I don't know what the math is, but
Definitely looking like a few chunks of skin are missing, but still, I'm still standing.
Yeah, I've been bit up a little bit, but it's probably her who needs more help than me.
okay. Then I will flurry of blows, and one of those attacks will heal her for D6 plus 4. 1 plus 4, 5 HP.
I'll take it, thank you very much.
And
5
then
HP?
the last attack will go to the same swarm I just stunned.
Very nice.
With advantage,
Very cool.
which is a 13.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Oh.
For 8 bludgeoning, non-magical damage.
Okay. Another one of
Are you
these
fist on
swarms
magic yet?
falls. We are
They
now
are.
at
No.
Oh no.
6.
essentially 4 swarms. You start to see that they are less of a cloud and more of a groups are coming at ya. They're coming at ya. Alrighty. Perfect.
Okay, he grabs his axe. He ignites it with more fire.
His axe?
His Isaac's big axe.
Fat
Let's do it again.
It's that juicy
fucking
eggs.
noodles.
It's
That's
that
hot.
hot juicy eggs.
That's a 16. So that'll definitely.
Boy.
Okay, so it hits. Here we go.
Sweating. Clapping. Juicy.
Pulsating.
22 fire damage.
I hope nothing's in it.
Well, it's a fire.
That
so-
swarm
Yeah.
falls.
We get another attack. Here we go.
Hey.
Next swarm. That's 15 hits.
Man, I
Yep.
fucking walk so you can run. This isn't fair.
He's rolled 11 on his
26 fire
Holy
damage.
shit.
Another swarm falls.
They just need to be buffed. I don't know what to tell you guys.
This is a flex.
Last attack. That's a 20 total.
Uh,
And, that's a little bit smaller. 18 fire damage.
Alright, very
That's a
nice.
little bit smaller.
Literally double what you're doing, Sean. Minimum.
More than that for me. It's
Yeah.
like triple what I'm doing.
So that's literally double what I can do max when I'm have one hand on a ring and making sure she's not getting kidnapped. or
Yeah,
running
but
away.
monks are just busted.
Yeah. And that's you have no resources. You have none of your cool abilities anymore.
Alright.
Yes.
So,
The bat.
there are a couple swarms left. And one swarm kind of centers themselves around Arena.
Oh boy, they're
Not
trying to
me.
carry her up. He has a hand on her. Don't forget.
Does have a hand on her. It's okay.
Okay.
They don't try and lift her off the ground or anything,
Still
or try
weird.
and take her. But
They go on
they
her
do
mouth.
end up swarming almost around her head, and she starts screaming because, bats flying around her head is not a great sensation.
Nope.
And they do hit her, and with the...
Interesting.
Okay.
Yes, with the amount of damage that they do, they actually end up taking out a chunk of her hair.
Oh no! Remember the things that were going after
Who
there?
would see this though?
Huh?
Should we roll like perception for that,
You can.
or would this be a passive? I feel like this would probably be a passive, right?
Probably passive, right?
Yeah, because like
That's up to Brianna.
that's
Yeah.
sorry.
There's not enough of them around here that it's very hard to see. It's not like it's heavily obscured in any way anymore.
Because it would have to be a couple of them, like, ripping out a chunk of her scalp, essentially.
Yeah, and that shit hurts, so
Alright.
she's not going to be quiet about it.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Uh-huh. But a decent amount of them get some.
Okay.
So it's not just like one of them. It's like, mine,
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's another swarm, and they are going to attack you.
Just need
16
the
hits you.
16 does hit.
Alright, we get 4.
Strahd's trying to
7,
clone her.
10
Probably square.
piercing.
10 piercing, half down to 5.
Alright.
If I had
And
to take a guess.
that is what they
scalp.
do.
This will help.
Because that's what you guys did previously in another campaign a lot, was like you'd have stuff of someone and fucking scry. Oh, they got a -15 to
Actually, they did hit you. So they are going to attempt to do the same thing as well.
Like grab my hair.
Yeah, and because that amount of
Eyeball.
damage, they will succeed.
Fair enough.
Tough but fair, tough but fair.
Alright.
What the fuck?
So we have how many left? 4?
Two swarms.
My hair!
And they're both around them, or... Because, Arena is with Gunther.
So it's like, and
Okay. Gonna go...
Fireball.
Instead of it's... Yeah, I was gonna say. Since no one's in melee with me, I can fire bolt, not fireball. I have no spells left!
Just make another.
Pass your save and you won't die, not my problem.
So I will firebolt the ones attacking them. With a 19 to hit. 2d10. That is 12 fire damage.
okay.
And that is all. That love's
Love's
about.
about. All right. Anything else?
No, because I have no bonus actions, because I have no sorcery points. So I'll just keep moving away from the situation.
She's hella mad pissed about her hair getting ripped out.
Girl
And
boss.
she is gonna hit them.
Nice.
And she will do another 9. And that swarm falls to the ground along with her hair.
Haha! I was gonna say, can I
got
aim for the
hand
ones
moving?
with the hair?
Have you guys seen that meme of
Tipsy.
Nicolas Cage when he's like about to hit that guy in the one movie and he like comes up and he's like,
I'm not
And then
What,
he's-
what movie? You have to.
I
go
have
more
no
specific.
clue.
Okay.
I'm
not
just
seen
saying,
this
have you
meme.
seen
I'm
it?
just gonna
'Cause
assume it's
that's
Lord of War with Nicolas Cage. I don't know.
Amazing.
That's a thing?
Lord of War. Yeah.
All right, so that swarm falls
He's
to the
like an
ground
arm merchant.
along with her hair. So once again, successfully, her hair has not been taken.
Nice.
That was on our tester stream, everybody. Oh,
Oh, it's true. Yeah, that wasn't.
Maybe Arena should just shave her head bald.
Mhm, I think so.
She's considering it.
We all should just.
We all go bald.
Is that how we'll come up with our squad name?
Every
what I was
day
gonna
I
say,
just
but I was gonna
shave
say something
all of
about
the
this.
hair off Gunther's body.
Yeah, we'll be called the Breaking Bad.
Jesse.
We need to cook.
Goodbye.
I am not just.
I was gonna say, if anyone's watching
Lance.
Lane, it is definitely not.
Not
Lance
you.
or Michael. It is definitely
Yeah,
Sean.
Walt, Jesse.
Jane.
I'm Gustavo.
And I will just puke.
No, I'm ding 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 ding.
Oh
ding,
my-
ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
No, that's not Hector. That's
That is Hector.
yeah, it's Hector.
Hector
Yeah.
Salamanca.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, no, you only have the ethnicity to play at Walter White, so that is your.
He'll be Hector. I'll be Tuco.
Tuco's so funny. All right. Arena's done. Up to Gunther.
Get him.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk.
Reminder,
So-
she's had no alcohol.
Yeah. The
Just-
swarm by Arena and Gunther is dead.
Yes,
Okay.
there's
That
And
one
there's
is
one swarm right by Lance.
one left.
So he will, Gunther will just start swatting at it.
Swat.
People's elbow. Then.
Swat.
24. Okay,
So she goes, no, actually.
It's like, it should hit, right? 6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I see. All right. There are 2 bats left in this swarm.
Okay,
Kill
I'll
them.
try to kill that one. 19 plus match, so that hits.
Yeah.
And then 8 more bludgeoning damage.
Very nice. So,
It just got worse.
All of the bats freeze.
All the bats
They
in the
revive.
universe come and scoop us up and deliver us straight to Strahd, and we die. That's the campaign. Thanks for joining us.
Hey man, are you looking for like new hires? You got any temp work?
Can we work for the Strahd media?
I've got great camera work.
We'll run your socials.
Oh.
with the swipe of this last bat falling to the ground,
You thought that, didn't you?
it spreads its wings and almost like, as it's flying away, almost like covers your vision for a moment. And roll me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Natural.
Oh! It's dead great.
That one, baby.
All right. You do not see that.
You just
That
go blind
always-
for a minute.
That always sucks.
Yeah.
And it's like, make this
Early
roll
onset
better.
blindness.
Damn, he lost his contacts.
You guys breathe. Look up. Roll a perception check, please.
Oh no. Natural 20.
That's 18.
For a total of... Wait, yeah, this goes... No, that's right. I didn't look weird. Okay. Total is 22. Use a perception, right? Yeah. But natural 20.
You see in the tree line beyond,
Oh, no.
a little bit illuminated in the moonlight, the silhouette of a figure. A tall, broader figure. Cape billowing in a non-existent wind.
Oh, no.
Hold on, he's got that Darth Vader in space riding a TIE fighter, billowing cape.
In a non-existent wind, a slight breeze. Some longer hair, maybe flowing every now and then. The glint of a metal cauldron. The flutter of a fur.
Do I get, like, a chill down my spine? Like,
The heat down your spine.
like,
Yes, you do.
this is who I think it is?
You get a horrible stomach sink.
She's gonna, like, deliberately, like, stomp forward, step in front of Arena.
A bat flies out of the woods and it's no longer there.
I throw a dart at it.
And she's just gonna, like, get, like, really tense and, like, stay in her position and be like, if we weren't in the situation we were in, I would have yelled the greatest of obscenities at him.
Roll a d100 for me, please.
I don't
She
know.
passes out.
That can happen. Thank you, Todd, for all of your hair literally all over my dice.
He has blessed them.
92.
He has
92.
anointed your dice.
Hi is either good or bad. Don't know.
It's a wild
Why
magic.
did I
game.
organize
No.
this like this? What is wrong with me?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh,
Also a good point. You tell us.
oh my god.
He's good now, but he like kind of like almost bit at you.
He did.
That's because I was goading him.
By petting
Huh.
him. Yeah.
I was
Just
doing
give
this.
him all of the.
What a good kid.
Gain all your sorcery points back.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, I could have used that a second ago. I should have gotten mad at Strahd before. And yeah, she stays rigid and almost like this, kind of like anyone who's more sensitive to energies, I suppose. She's like a kind of ripple of strength, just sort of start from the feet up, and it even makes like her cloak move a little bit as there's like, if you pay attention, the slightest purple sheen that goes. Let's get the fuck out of here. She just kind of abruptly turns towards the road and
she comes up to you. What did you see?
She's gonna keep like moving forward, to keep them just moving. I don't know for sure, but something tells me that was Strahd.
What do you mean?
I mean, he was watching.
No, there's bats in these woods. There's bats everywhere in this woods.
No, I saw the silhouette of someone. My intuition is pretty fucking strong.
Oh, look. Does that mean we're even safe here? Maybe we're safer in the walls. Maybe.
Hey, she's gonna come over and kind of like put her hands on her shoulders and be like, I'm gonna be real with you. We are not safe anywhere in Barovia. But there's a reason he didn't come right up to us. I don't know what it is. But he should be scared. I don't think he is yet, because that was pretty cocky. And she gets like really like darkened behind the eyes. But he will be.
Okay. Let's go.
So before we leave, I'm going to Sacred Flame the clump of her hair, the clump of Lance's hair. Just like flick off the air.
Very, very nice. Destroy that evidence, yes.
We were never here.
Would Lance think anything of bats taking his hair? Or would that just be like...
We've had creatures try to take our hair before.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana for me, please.
This has had now 3 times this has happened.
Jesus. 7.
7? You know that hair has multiple uses, especially for casters.
Yeah,
He might just want to be a pervert with it. I don't care. Get that
that good shit.
Yeah, he's just chopping it up, lining it.
I had a very different thought.
No, my other thought was,
Bitch, that's not what my thought was either.
He rounds it around.
yeah. Ew.
Alright.
Human hair has more tensile strength than steel.
Chokes the chicken.
That was the joke, yeah.
Have fun, Filmatics, for
Yes.
your game. If you're still here.
Filmatic
Have fun.
2021 says he's hosting and DMing the first ever D&D session for his own campaign.
That's so
with his
exciting.
non-player friends tomorrow. And
That's how you get people to play D&D.
Good
You
luck.
trick non-D&D friends into playing D&D.
You'll be great. Be okay with messing up. Roll with the punches. You're good. You're
Yes.
good.
Seeing you guys play is what gave me the inspiration to ask my friends to give D&D a shot, so thank you
Oh
so
my
much.
God.
Very cool.
That-
Love it so much. Tell us how it goes
Yeah,
next
seriously.
week.
I just like,
Proud
that's
of
what
you,
it's
buddy.
about, guys.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We did what we came here to do. We're done. Stream over. Second time tonight. We're done. Alright.
Okay.
Let's keep stomping towards the Vistani camp.
Great. And you do.
And you
do.
Unless we do anything on this 10-minute journey, you guys approach the Vistani camp. Perfect.
Nice.
Alright.
Chaos feels good.
Guess what I'm gonna play? My music.
I don't know the name of the song, so.
It's just the
You've
one she always
heard
plays in
this
with
so
Vistani
many
camp.
fucking
Yeah.
times.
There was one night where she goes, I'm sick of this, because we were like in a Vistani camp the entire
For
night.
6 hours, can you guys go somewhere else so I can play a song I like again?
It's all self-afflicted.
As we approach, do we see any sign of Ez's cart?
Not now.
Oh, yeah.
So you
Big camp, right?
guys, what you come upon is a little bit of a clearing, and it's this small grass-covered hill with low houses actually built into the sides. This is more permanent structures. A light fog is kind of obscuring some of these details, but you can see that these buildings feature very elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from their sculpted eaves. You can see them very clearly as it is nighttime. And on top of the hill, sort of above this fog, are more, they are like wagon-like in structure, but there's something a little different about them. They appear to be very rooted, you know, and not immediately ready for travel. And in the center is a very large tent with this column of smoke pouring out a hole in the top.
So what you're saying is this is Vistani HQ.
HQ.
They are
This
plotting
is-
the
this is
downfall of
corporate.
Strahd.
This is corporate.
Rebellion Network 101.
There is a slight light coming from the inside of that as well. There's, of course, less activity. It's almost midnight. But, yeah, that's what you see.
Getting hair in my drink.
It's anointed.
I do not want his anointment, thank you.
Looking around towards like the moon, do we see any more?
Any more paths?
Well, any more visages of that figure?
No.
Okay, good.
Keep heading toward the camp and...
So as you approach, you do see sort of a little winding path that has been traversed many times. Walking towards the center, and then you see two figures as you get closer to the.
Their capes are billowing in the wind.
Yeah, exactly.
A silver metal
pauldron.
No!
The full hour of light.
It's the suns.
We just set up a little tent. You can't come in. You gotta knock and he's saying no. And then just fireballs it.
Tomorrow morning I could, yeah.
They are taller though, and they do appear to be more slender, almost like more graceful figures. And as you approach,
Elvin Vistani.
you see they are cloaked, but they have longer, very elegant polearms. Beautiful in structure. And they sort of bar your path.
Yeah, approaching, make some sort of gesture of like hello. And then like, hey, a friend of ours may or may not have passed through here in the last day or so. Esmeralda. Is she still here?
Why do you want to know?
Well, it's a long story, but we need to reconnect with Ez and not be out here. We're currently wanted.
And no one else says, and just who are you?
We didn't come up with a name. Shit.
I don't think that would have mattered anyway. I'm Chaos.
That's my brother Gunther. No,
Nice.
I'm Lance, and this is Arena.
They appear unfazed.
Don't expect that to mean anything
Okay.
necessarily. We were at a camp recently with Madame Eva, and she read some cards for us, and
We're friends.
well, the Vistani, at least the ones who don't align with Strahd.
What goes over their face when she says that?
Their fangs.
It's a little hard to tell in the darkness, and they do have hoods on, but it's mostly just stoicism.
What do you...
Alright.
When you ask these vague questions, what do you really want to know? We can just tell you, cut the shit.
I'd like to know what you're doing here.
Honestly, we're looking for someone to stay for the night.
And we're looking for Esmeralda, like I said.
We're tired.
We were supposed to meet in Vallaki, that did not pan out because the Baron is looking for us.
Ah.
We killed a fiend in the walls who happened to work for him.
They look at each other and they nod, and you see one of these permanent structures closer to you now. And the make of them, the structure is very sleek, very elegant, a bit of a stark contrast to what is above. And when they turn towards each other, you see pointed ears.
They are Elvin Vistani.
They do not appear to be dressed.
It might not be Vistani. It might just be all.
They don't appear to be dressed in a clothing style that the Vistani you have met,
They said outsourcing.
but they do uncross their pole arms and let you pass.
Thanks. Just wander in.
So up towards the center of this encampment, you see the tent and you see these the wagon-like structure. Like, they appear to have rooted, if that makes sense. And then you do see now, as you've come closer, that sort of shoved in between a couple of them is Ez's wagon. It is still charred in the back.
Nice!
Horses, of course, not corporeal, active at the moment, but it's there.
Is it, like, next to a certain building, or, like...
It is to... You see that it's sort of to the right, behind the tent a little bit, more towards the side. And you hear the whinnying of horses as well.
Just maybe, like, kind of get closer to the tent and be like, Ez? Esmeralda?
You wait a couple seconds. And then you hear a little rustling on the side of the tent, and out steps Ez Davenier. She is dressed in more comfortable clothes now, less for traveling and more for leisure. And she pokes out and... What are you doing here? I thought you were in town.
I know. We were. Then we kind of fucked shit up and had to leave.
Is that why you're here at the ass crack at night?
Yep. It's been a long fucking day. We need to rest. We killed the Baron's captain of the guard. We're not.
Wow, it's been
6 hours.
not even half a day.
I know. Trust me. I'm trying not to throw judgment here. We did not do things in the best order. Because we would have liked to stay in Vlaki to accomplish a few more things. Clearly. But things happened. He needed to go. He was gonna probably kill a bunch of people who witnessed what went on. When we fought some banshees, and then he said, seize them. And
You fought banshees?
yeah, and then he said,
Why
seize...
was there banshees?
Who are we talking to?
Ez. Well...
We're not really sure. There seemed to have been another attack. I mean, truthfully, we were in a meeting with,
each other.
Can I, am I allowed to insight that? Thank you.
Spoiler King's strength 6.
She gives her very,
12.
Oh, so you...
I don't know.
You weren't attempting to deceive.
I don't know what to do with that. Yeah.
I would say, like, she gave her a look like, not here, not now. Like, very clearly. Like Chaos did when she said, with each other.
Okay.
Like Lance needs to shut the fuck up. But it's not a, we won't tell you necessarily. It's a, again, not here, not now, in the middle of a street. Around people we don't know.
Well, you look like shit, so...
Feel like shit.
Why don't you come inside? We can talk more.
Okay.
And she kind of opens the tent flap.
Go into the tent flap.
Lovely. There's not too much going on here right now. It's almost midnight. And
Fair enough.
it's almost midnight. But there are a few people in here, and they look very suspiciously, and she's like, it's all right with me. And you do see in here that there is sort of the embers of a fire and the smoke rising heavily out of the top of, there's a large hole in this tent. And towards the edge, there are some wooden tables, some benches on the floor. There's some blankets, rugs, some pillows, and you see there's like some games set out or like some silverware left over. This is clearly just a place where people can come and be and exist. And she brings you over to one of the tables. Well, considering all that you have changed in town, I don't mean to speak for Lubash or Aragal. They're the people who sort of lead here, I guess. Are we gonna be safe if you're here? I mean, I'll leave with you. But
Well, you have the quickest means of travel. We don't necessarily want to stay here for an extended period of time. We just needed somewhere to go that would be safe from most.
We're not too sure what to do next.
I don't think most people knew. We knew we were connected with the Vistani. Lucky, did they?
I don't know.
I mean, we kind of just do our own thing.
Right. Well, we may have, I don't quite... Well, Whitney doesn't quite recall off the top of her head. I don't remember if we said anything about the Vistani to the Baron.
I don't think we did.
But if we did, then maybe. Because he's pissed.
Well, let's really hope that blessing holds true. That, nothing can harm us while we're in the land.
Well, one
Including
thing
him.
seems to be clear is that Strahd is more powerful than the Baron. It seems so. If he gave some sort of blessing, that should be correct.
Hey, question for you. Are you familiar with the name Lucian?
It's a great name. I don't know anyone in particular.
Really rocks, yeah.
The Baron was calling for him as we were leaving.
Where were you?
By the church.
Yeah, we were leaving the church.
I think it was the priest. He probably thought they were housing us because the carriage was parked right next to the church.
Yeah, maybe.
So you killed the captain of the guard.
Killed the captain of the guard, ended up in another vampire's house, and then went to the church.
I'm sorry.
I said, it's been a long fucking
There's a
day.
vampire in Valaki.
Fiona Wachter.
Right, and
Wachter.
she has sons. It's possible her sons are vampires as well.
She's definitely a vampire because we saw her bite some
Strahd
people.
probably turned her.
Gunther will write, her house is filled with undead and fiends.
Yep.
Wow.
And she said she was not technically against Strahd because somebody told her that we were out here to kill him.
Oh wow, you played your cards, huh?
I said, don't.
You really overstretched your hand, huh?
And he literally said, well, here's 51 cards, but I'm going to keep the last one.
It's the Joker, because that's me.
Lance. Ding, ding. Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then we had to get Arena out of there as quick as possible because anyone not opposed is probably aligned with, even if neutral.
She looks. Your arena.
Oh, as Arena.
Arenas.
Anna, NPC.
Me at me.
It's like Kermit meme where one of them has the
It's
heart.
Spider-Man.
meme like,
Don't they do that in the new movie?
I don't know. I didn't see
There was
any-
some point
I didn't see anything.
But it wasn't like, it wasn't
They did it in No Way Home.
Yeah.
They might have done a
Oh, I
nice
fucking
joke.
forgot about that.
If you haven't seen the movie by now, it's your own fault.
Arena, what's the name? I am. And who are you? A companion. I'm as Davenir, and apparently I think I'm fated to meet you all.
And she'll turn to Arena. Do you remember when Madame Eva pulled the card about the Vistani who wanders who would help us?
Yes.
points in Ed's direction. We originally thought she was the wizard because we met her at like supposedly a wizard's tower, and then a bunch of shit happened.
You know, I should have run with it.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's been a really long day. My head hurts and I want to go to bed.
Hey, I don't know if he knows where you are. I mean, I assume that you ran. Did you narrowly escape? Did you...
Which Baron or
the
Strahd?
Baron. Strahd.
They know we got out. They saw us at the very end of us crossing the wall.
Yeah,
But they don't know where you were going.
Well,
No, we were on a kind of the opposite side of the city, and then went
they may still be looking for us.
widely around.
It's really hard. I mean, we're not that far from Valaki.
Like I said, we're not planning on staying here long, but like we have no means to travel that quickly, and we don't want to go through the woods because we're really fucked up right now. And
Yeah, you need to rest.
but I don't know what they know. And
I think that you'll be okay here, at least for the night. I don't think the Baron would be stupid enough to travel the woods that he fears so much at night.
That's likely true. We didn't seem to be pursued on foot beyond the walls. They saw us for a time. There's definitely a alarm raised. It looks like... Actually, it kind of looked like... I don't know if you guys really noticed, but the giant fire that started coming from that hadn't already been... it kind of looks like somebody lit the Baron's mansion on fire, which I sort of hope happened.
We saw the pillar of smoke.
Yeah, not sort of hope. I definitely hope that happened, but...
You guys may have started a lot more than you think you did.
Well, in terms of a revolution, I fucking hope so, because that guy sucked. He was creepy and mean.
Yeah, but who's gonna take over? The vampire?
Hopefully not.
No, I could see that.
She wants to. That was clear to me.
That's kind of their thing.
I mean,
So they may have struck when he was...
Maybe it was their revolution then.
Well, then that'll be another fucking problem we'll have to fucking solve when we fucking go back at some
And that'll
point.
be my problem too, because that's probably exactly where Rudolph is.
You really do think he's in Valaki?
If there's a vampire, that's easier to get to than Strahd, and he knows that he's probably there.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he's been here for a decent amount of time, we found out in the second encounter with her that she was a vampire, so it's... I mean, he's a trained monster hunter, so he may have picked it up sooner than we did.
So then what's on move? Where are we going?
We can't go back to Valaki right now.
She wants to.
Well, she can.
You're not tied to me. I mean, I guess you kind of are.
We need you.
And we do...
If we are tied together...
Then we need to figure it out. We need to plan, we need to prioritize.
Okay.
Right now, Valaki, as we know it, is on high alert for us specifically. So if you're wanting to go find Rudolph, it's probably something you're going to have to do on your own. Just knowing the information that we've told you about the Walkers potentially taking over. Because who knows if they've already invaded the Dominions. We didn't get to meet anyone that I know of.
We could go... I mean, I don't know.
You see her look at you. Why don't we sleep on it?
Yeah, rest will definitely help. Definitely help.
Yeah. Why don't you guys stay by me? Like I said, I can't really speak for Luvash or Aragal. But it's on me if something happens.
Okay.
Maybe I can find stuff for you. Come on. And she turns around and you hear her go, "Oh, sorry." And kind of from around her, you hear a little, and a little girl runs up.
Was that Arabelle?
Arabelle.
Is that the creepy girl I saw while roaming the streets?
Yeah.
Yes. Runs up to your table and speaks to Az, and she... Oh, you met Arabelle?
Yeah, we've never formally met, but we did learn her name through other means. We saw her in Valaki.
You need to stop wandering in there. Apparently there's some bad stuff there. And she laughs. And in...
How did she...
Well, she might be able to, like, maybe use the mist or something to teleport herself. Because, remember, she was there and then she wasn't.
Sean pulls out the map.
It's like, all right, that's a nice 2,000 feet up and then another 2,000 feet out. Okay, she's going like a full mile in the woods.
She climbs up and sits on the bench.
And it's just kind of like...
Examining her fingers.
Cock
Did she
an eyebrow,
climb
be like-
the wall?
Well, it seems like somebody has quite the mastery of either the mists or teleportation of some sort, because somebody, and she'll look at her very deliberately, is really quick to disappear when we turn around. So, I don't know, you're pretty good at that.
Yeah. Miss are friends, but we need to use it carefully and wisely. And she's just got that, like, shit-eating grin. And you hear another flap of the tent, and in walks a man. He is probably around, 40 years old. He's got this sharp little goatee and some longer, wavy, dark brown hair. And he looks... Oh, I did not see we had more guests. These are my friends. I'm sorry, I was going to tell you they are in need of a lot of help, clearly.
That bad, huh?
Bloody nose,
Yeah.
ears bleeding.
Chunks of flesh missing.
You are the adventurers.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry.
It is a pleasure to meet you, but I see you have been in some dire straits. Why do you visit us? You need shelter?
Honk shoe.
We need.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yes.
We definitely need rest. We needed to find Ez again to let her know what happened to Vlaki, and
What happened in Valaki?
can we talk about it tomorrow? I'm happy to tell you, but
Forgive me. We heard the bells. We saw the smoke. We are a little curious.
we did good, but we also fucked up.
I suppose that is a morning problem then. You're welcome to stay anywhere.
Thank you.
You're not being followed?
Not at
We
the
don't-
current
I
moment.
don't think.
They know we got away, but they are very scared of the woods. And they don't necessarily know where we went.
Alright. Arabelle. And she hops down and she kind of like hugs around his leg and
Did they bear any resemblance to each other?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And Chaos,
Mhm.
you do notice again that they look alike, but her hair is so much darker.
Mhm.
And she does have that violet tint to her irises.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
We'll see you in the morning.
Thank you.
They walk on out of there. The people who have been in there also end up retiring the smoke as the only thing remaining of this fire. Alright, let's go. Oh. Cool, so we're doing a honk shoe.
A big honk shoe.
Are we doing anything before we do a honk shoe?
Peeing, yes.
9.
I guess this is like his first actual day as a cleric. So they're like, do I have to pray? I'll probably pray. Is she gonna be angry if I don't pray? Okay, she'll probably be angry. Hello, dear mistress, master, goddess. Wow, what a fucking day. Thanks for your help, Doze. That really ended up being helpful. Oh my god. Oh my Raven Queen. I tried to kill it undead. It didn't work. I think I almost killed that one vampire. So I'm doing your work. Thank you. Good night.
Can you roll a d100, please?
No.
You lose a level.
You're now level 1. All right. There's a squad
Oh my
to see.
god!
What is that? Is that a 1? That's a literal 1.
No, I think 100 is
Oh, 100.
That's a 100.
You're right. It is a 100.
It is a 100.
That's a 100.
Oh boy! You are smite.
Get out of here.
Oh. Honk shoe indeed.
The Raven Queen kills you.
Ah, shit.
Wow! I didn't expect that.
Neither did I.
Alright. So, everyone kind of drifts off to sleep, and you...
You roll an actual 100? Holy shit. Are we banished?
You are banished.
Banish! And take a shot.
You feel a little something, you see a little flick of something in your peripheral vision, and landing on your forearm is a raven feather.
He'll like grab it and kind of look up.
Mm-hmm. And you feel another rustle on your other forearm, and another one has landed. And you look down, and you look back up, and there she is.
Hello.
What wonderful words.
Oh, is that how you pray? Good to know. Still new to this religion thing.
You're doing well.
Good to hear. I like when my boss says I'm doing good. Yeah.
Now tell me,
Okay.
how far would you go for my cause?
As long as it doesn't hurt my brother. It depends on what you ask. But I could see myself going very far.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Okay.
And you see that she morphs into the cloud of smoke billowing from the top. You see she starts to shift and mold and makes her form out of the cloud of smoke.
Okay.
Continue your work
Sure. Sounds good.
and know that I am with you.
Great. Thank you so much.
And she flap, there's a raven. She's gone.
Does that happen every time I pray? Oh my god, I don't know if I'm gonna pray all the
Fucking
time.
100 on your goddamn
Maybe this once a month. I don't know if my heart can take that every night.
Alright, everybody, get back here. Holy shit.
Sean rolled a literal 100.
Sean,
Sean
you're
has to
under
take
the
a
effects of bless for the next
Sean has to take a
24
shot.
hours.
For his 100.
I mean, once we're done. I'm not taking another one in like an hour.
Alright, does anyone do anything? Are you guys going to sleep, taking your long rest?
Going to sleep.
Shoot,
Getting a
man.
honk
Get that
shoe.
big honk
Very
shoe.
nice. Okay.
The honk shoe is a reference to like old and tiny cartoons where like I don't know, an old man would be laying in bed and go, honk shoe, you. Honk shoe, you.
Or it's like, shoo.
Yeah. Shoe.
Because it's not.
Shoe. Yeah.
That's the one.
That's the other one. Me. Good old timey cartoons.
Oh my fucking god.
For all you kids out there.
Alright. Eventually, light does come back. Very nice. Okay.
Mine too, film addict. Right up here. Heart up there. Oh
Alright.
Ruh-roh.
no. Reggie. It's
I don't know, man.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know. I'm just looking for something to wear because I'm fucking cold.
Where's your poncho?
I don't know. Where'd you put it?
It was it was on the piano. And then you moved a bunch of clothes.
Okay.
I don't know.
So light ascends. Many of you wake up to the smell of amazing food. You don't know what it is, but it smells rich and flavorful. And after a night of fighting and adrenaline crash, it's Manchin time.
It's
Wake
Manchin time.
up with achy arms and legs, having had to run and fight a number of monsters because of someone.
Rena's still asleep. It takes her a while to wake. So you guys have a little bit of time to speak to each other before she wakes if you choose to do so.
What do we want to do now? Good morning, by the way.
Yeah, good morning. Well, I don't know.
He'll write out another town.
Kresk, maybe?
Are there any others?
Barovia.
Scratch that.
So Kresk.
What's in Kresk for us?
I don't know. Maybe Irina will know a little more. I thought the next time we were all gonna get to sit down and talk was honestly just discuss our fucking name that people asked us for in the meeting,
Yeah.
and now this.
He's gonna write not an angry ruler, period.
Not mainly. Well, what about Ez? It sounds like if we go to Kresk, we'll be splitting up with Ez again.
Well, maybe she could take us to Kresk with the mists. Go to Vallaki, find Rudolph, come back, meet us. We'll talk it over with her, but we need to decide as a group, like, what the hell we're doing. And Lance, I promise I'm not trying to come down hard on you. I know why you... Well, I don't know the inner working of your mind, but I understand why you wanted to kill...
My mind is an enigma.
I understand.
He's gonna pick up a rock.
You know the cup of milk in Patrick's mind that just spills?
I understand.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Oh my god.
Why you wanted to kill Isaac? But dude, that was not the time. And we have to be united in those kinds of decisions because that just fucked us out of a lot of stuff. And again, like, maybe it would have happened anyway, I don't know. But like, we have to be careful in choosing our moments. It's not that that moment had no place, but that was probably not the time, man.
Yeah, I guess that was a mistake, huh?
And I'm not trying to blame you. I'm really not trying to come down on you.
I get it.
It's just...
I get it.
There's just so much more going on than our own individual thoughts and feelings, and I'm glad he's dead. Don't get me wrong. And that axe is pretty cool, but...
No. I get it.
We have to be more careful from now on. We just walked into bad situation after bad situation. And like, I know I don't really know your guys' chemistry and how you typically do things together and
Well,
but
that's another thing we need to talk about, brother, is what about Father? There was a sighting of him.
oh, we gotta kill your dad. I don't know if you guys are attached to him in any way, but it sounds like he's fucked up. He needs to go.
There's more there.
Who was he with? If you know.
If my suspicion is correct, he was with our sister, Carmilla. Carmilla was a really close friend, an adopted sister. She was someone who was sick growing up. She lost function in her legs. They made something for her so she could get around. And our father had made grand promises to fix her. But her condition really only worsened over time.
How could he fix her?
He was a physician. That's really all we knew.
And she has the equation moment. No. And she's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Your father's a doctor?
That's what he told us.
Well, and we went to that house with the notes about the dude who was not from here and he was a doctor and we stole shit from his house.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think that belonged to him. Because I don't think the handwriting belonged to him.
I don't know, man. That was eerily similar. Maybe a partner?
It's possible. We didn't know any partners.
That was the apothecary's house, I think.
Yes.
And the apothecary was writing about seeing a doctor or something that was visiting.
So we went into the apothecary's shop.
Yeah.
But way before we even started streaming, we went into what I believe was a physician's home. And that's where we took some wine and we found a journal that talks about not interdimensional, planar
Right.
travel and medicine and shit. So
Yeah, I don't know.
That was, I think, in Barovia.
I believe that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the physician's shop or the apothecary shop was here in Vallaki.
Lucky. Yes. And then we we asked about that.
It's hard to know. All I know is we had a lead back there, and
Well, it wasn't in Vallaki though. That was in insert region here.
Barovia.
yeah.
And they saw him coming down like a fucking mountain or hill or something.
Yeah.
Well, the coming down the mountain to hill was in the north area that those three, which included the one girl who's shunned because she doesn't.
Yeah. So
doesn't like her raven features.
do we? I know this was so long ago, but somebody at one point explained to us where Barovia, Vallaki, and Kresk all kind of laid in the general idea of the castle. Is it Castle, Barovia, Vallaki, Kresk?
Yes, okay. So
I think Barovia is in the east.
Yeah.
Kresk is in the west. Blocky's
here-
somewhere in there.
I have to mirror this because it's you guys
Right.
versus mine. Here is where you came into Barovia.
Mhm.
You walk down the road. Here is the village of Barovia. The castle is above it on a cliff.
Okay.
You guys walk. Here's the Zare pool. You walk. Here's Valaki towards the center of Barovia.
No.
And you know because you've been told that somewhere towards the other end is Kresk, further down the road. So you know that you've got Barovia, you've got Valaki, which is the central town, and then there's Kresk, and then the Beyonds. And so the mountains, because you can see them, they're very tall. If this is Valaki, the mountains are kind of behind it. Those
So they're sort of in between Kresk and
Veritok
Blocky in
mountains.
this way.
Exactly.
Okay. But that was where the girl with the brunette hair who like dyed her hair was saying she saw them.
Anastasia.
Exactly.
Yes. Anastasia. That's right.
Anastasia.
So it's really okay. So then we kind of got to head in that area anyway, because it sounds like your dad needs to get fucked up. So, if that's something you guys want to do, I'm
we need
absolutely.
to meet up with him eventually.
So, do you think it's important to be item number next? Because
Well, we don't know where he is. All we know is there was a sighting of him. I don't think that's enough to chase yet.
so maybe we go to Kresk, ask around.
Yeah, maybe. That might be a good place to start.
Well, currently, at least as far as we know, Valaki is no longer an option to us. So let's just take that out of the picture. If Fiona did take over, I hope we can go back and free them from yet a new oppressor, but I think we got a number of other things that are probably more in our capabilities right now that we need to do.
Okay.
So I'm all for going after your dad if that's what you want.
Okay.
Awesome.
He's gonna write down, things are gonna get really bad in Valaki if we leave. If Fiona takes over.
What do you want to do, brother?
Help as? Question mark.
It's an option.
It is an option. Again, we'll talk it over with her, because right now, we may only be a weight to her.
It could be a help. I see where brother's coming from.
I see it too, and if it goes well, sure. Us getting out actually went a lot better than I thought it would. But getting back in and then getting back out, I don't want to compromise as if we can help it. But
Well, it's different now, right? Now, if we go in more refreshed, we go in with a plan. Getting out was difficult because we were constantly under attack. We weren't at our full, right?
you're not wrong. But let's also not forget that we also, more than half of us clearly made the choice to make Fiona our enemy. We have to face that now too.
You hear some shifting from next to you, and Rita starts to wake.
Morning.
Morning.
We're discussing what to do next.
Oh.
Currently on the table is we go to Kresk and we
Try to find their father.
look around, or we go back to Valaki and we help as.
This is not an easy choice. Because the truth is, I guess we know what we're going into in Valaki in some kind of sense, but with Kresk, we could just hit another Valaki, or on the way,
Well,
we could encounter him again.
I was gonna say Strahd does have an idea of about where we are now, but to be fair, I don't think. I kind of have a feeling he sort of always knows. Maybe not specifics.
maybe. I think what's important to know is that if we don't go back to Valaki now, we'll have to eventually.
It may be a little easier with some time passing.
Or it could be harder.
Could be, but the focus right now is absolutely on us, no matter what way you slice it. Even if the Baron's still alive and in
Well,
control, but especially if Fiona is.
If there was in fact some sort of, I don't know, a rising,
If it wasn't just her taking advantage of the situation. If she's smart, that's exactly what I would have done.
then maybe it is easier now.
If it was the Dominionists, we'd probably have a better chance. If it was Fiona, we maybe have a couple of days before she takes control and has everybody on her side, but... Well,
He'll write Dominionists equal allies. Fiona plus time bad.
I mean, I ultimately do agree.
Milwaukee seems to be the only place that has even been any kind of haven. If it falls, I don't know what will happen to the land. And we may never be safe again. We're never really safe, but it is the best chance that at least I thought we had.
Me too. We kind of already talked about that a little bit. We burned the bridge where it was not time to burn the bridge, but it's done. And I do think it needed to be done. But we could have chosen better, so we're gonna do that. Hopefully not from now on, but you're not wrong. I mean, our hopeful goal is to eliminate the most amount of suffering to all the people of this land as much as possible. But there also is that kind of caveat of, if we are the ones who are supposed to change everything, there's only a certain amount of risk we can take for our own lives. And I hate saying that because I'd much rather, like, stick my neck out for the little guy. I don't want to look after myself over anybody else, but there are things we have to take into consideration too, so.
It's noble of you, and you hear Ez coming on over from the direction of the tent.
It's just fact. It's not about being noble.
Don't sell yourself short.
Alright, so we've been discussing what to do next. When you go to Vallaki, what's your plan?
Well, actually, I took a little initiative today and asked around. There's a couple people, even here, who might be able to give you a bit more insight into your situation.
Who?
Can you be more specific?
Well, for one, I was given these, and you see she is holding 3 necklaces. They are a black leather cording, and in the center of each of them is a small either bird skull or squirrel skull or like some kind of small animal with a smear of dried red something on the top. Supposedly, kind of a little morbid, but these were in the possession of a group of past adventurers who, well, we don't know what happened to them. But
Okay, what do they do?
Luvash told me that they were able to change their appearance when they wore them.
Can I roll an Arcana to see if I've seen anything like this before?
Yeah.
Yes, queen.
Yes! Oh my god! Probably not. I think I have a +5, but that would only be +4. Oh, no, 11.
Oof.
11. Okay.
7.
You know that such items exist. It's possible to also imbue or infuse certain spells into items if you have a certain kind of magic. You know that it is not out of the realm of possibility, especially on your plane.
Are these going to turn us into them, or can we change our appearance at will, or do we just need to spend some time and figure that out?
I don't know. I haven't really tried it, but that's...
Can he point towards? You said there was one with like a raven skull.
Yeah, there's a bird skull.
Come on.
Yeah, there's like a chipmunk,
know.
and then there's like
There's one with like a berserker axe and one with like a moon shape.
Exactly. There's like a chipmunk one, and there's a frog one.
She goes, well, I don't really like either choice, but I'm pretty sure she hands him the chipmunk one and puts on the frog.
So, Film Addict is bidding us adieu. That's all the time he has for us today, folks.
Thank you, Film Addict.
He's going to
Thank
go
Film
prepare
Addict.
for his game tomorrow.
Woo!
Absolutely good luck.
Good luck.
Have fun.
Have fun.
It's
Just
a
enjoy
great
it.
time, yeah.
You got this.
Wonderful. Yay. You guys can spend some time with it. should you choose to figure out exactly what
About an hour.
But you put them, but you put them on, and they're kind of baller.
Okay.
Yours is definitely the coolest.
I don't really know how they work. Sorry, I didn't have enough time, but
Give me a little while, we'll probably figure it out
Play with
soon.
it.
second person, the houses down there. There's a group of elves that have lived with us here for a while.
Like the guards outside last night.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've been around a lot longer than any of us have.
They're trustworthy?
Yes, as far as anyone here can say.
Okay.
There's one of them. His name is Casimir Velikov. He's actually, and she looks down, that one, and it's the path that you'd come up with. It's the second house to the left.
Okay.
He's there.
Okay.
I don't exactly know what he could tell you, but
Anything helps.
anything helps.
Well, if we can change the way we look, then it'll make it a lot easier to help you out to find Rudolph. Because I don't want to compromise you at all. So we were going to talk to you about it, but this helps.
You really up for going out there again?
With these, this will help quite a lot. Thank you.
And kind of what choice do we have?
You're outside of the town. You have every choice at your disposal except for leaving.
But if we just left them to the clutches of another vampire who's probably in league with Strahd, then we've just damned every citizen of Vallaki to a much worse life than they were already subjected to.
See? Told you it's not just fact.
Just rolls her back.
Courage.
Sorry, I do appreciate it. It's just
Alright. Alright, so sounds like we're all made up.
let's just also recognize that. Well, maybe you can help in this,
How so?
or maybe the others can. We need to find a look that is more run of the mill, not oh my god, look, a new set of adventurers. And I only know where I come from and the styles there, and like I have a vague idea of how everybody dresses here.
Okay.
But we need something that will blend in as much as possible down to skin tone, facial features, eye color, hair color, and we just don't know the ins and outs of the place. We need to build these new looks as well as possible. If that's how this functions, I don't know yet. So
If we find out how it works, I'll figure out how to help you. I've not been here long, but I mean, you've got a whole group of people here who have.
well, at least maybe in the meantime, we can go talk to Casimir, find out some more shit, because we need all the information we can get. And then I think it seems we all agree that unfortunately getting right back into Vallaki is what we need to do. The Fiona will not likely be surprised if she's the one we need to overthrow in there.
No, probably not.
And whoever we go in as, and she kind of clutches the necklace, we need to stay the hell away from the Mardikovs for now. Maybe we can find a subtle way to let certain people know, and she gives them a look, but for the most part, they need to be kept out of this. I don't want anything happening to them.
Who are they?
They're good people. Trustworthy people on the inside.
The right allies.
It's good to have those.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get this thing ready. She looks at her cart. Truth be told, I was really, really lucky that it got us here without harm. So we can use it. But there's a big risk it could screw us over. I had a pretty good description of where I was going, so I could focus as well as I could to get us there without hassle, but
You're saying you can bring us straight into Vallaki.
not in. I'm saying that if we use it again, there's a big chance we could end up somewhere we don't even know where we are. Like I said, I was lucky.
We're not far from Velocki. We're like an hour away.
Am I...
Let's just walk then.
No, sorry, my question was going to be, like, how common of knowledge would the teleport spell actually be?
Go ahead and roll an Arcana.
Nope. 13.
You know that this is something that is within the realm of magic, you know that people sometimes, when using magic and traveling, can have mishaps.
Yeah, it sounds pretty par for the course. But is that how you were planning on getting in? Because it seems like people can't just teleport into Velocki. I feel like Strahd would have probably done that himself.
No, I was planning on pulling an Arabelle, actually.
Mists? Question mark?
You got it.
Is that like a individual thing, so you can't do it with a group?
Unfortunately not.
Okay. So then are we just making this harder on you?
No.
Alright.
Having allies does not make this harder on me.
Well, because here's
We're
the
not,
issue.
we're not far.
Where meet inside? Question mark. Stockyard? Or scrapyard?
Stockyard.
Yeah.
There's
That's
a
a good...
stockyard where?
That's where the wagon is. It's,
It's like in the center, literally.
I was gonna say, she can vaguely describe,
Okay.
because Chaos is a very high survival.
Okay.
Describe whereabouts it is. That's where we found the wagon and how we know all this shit. My question is to us, how are we supposed to get in? Because if we go to the gate, they're gonna be on way more higher alert, ask who we are, why we're there, blah, blah, blah. If we're going that way, we need a cover story, and we need to figure out who the fuck we are, and like... Because initially we just approached and we were like, hey, we're adventurers, and they were like, cool, but now it's gonna be different. We can't do that again. Or we have to find a way to sneak in, which is pretty damn hard.
Much more difficult. Well?
Maybe that elf knows a way in.
We can ask. And we need to spend more time at the necklaces and figure out exactly what they do first.
Yeah. I agree.
So let's...
He's gonna ask a question. Does anyone sell, like, regular travel supplies?
Here? Not sell, but there's a lot of interesting things that you can find when you travel to domains. I'm sure if you ask around, you can find something useful.
Do you guys have a well? Where does your water come from?
Yeah. Do you want to go now?
Yeah.
And she'll just take you towards the back. There's actually a decent amount of horses, like right around there, that are, used, of course, to help pull cars to travel. And sort of next to them, there's a little well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. He knows where it is. And he's gonna look around the camp for the next hour, just looking for empty vials or seeing if anyone has any empty vials.
Empty vials.
Vials.
Okay.
He probably has a few from his potions, but...
Oh, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'd have 2 to 3, because we drank some potions
Right,
as well.
so...
Yeah. For sure. Yes. Are you guys going with? Do you guys do something else?
Good question. I think there's no harm in going with, because I don't have a particular thing to do alone, but...
She shows you the well, and she actually, someone catches her attention at one of their wagons, and she says, actually, Enric. And he looks up, and you see, like a mid-50s Vistani man. He's got a couple sons that are helping him, sort of open it up to the fresh air. And he looks over. Hello? What are you looking for?
That's right. Empty vials.
Hey, do you have vials by chance? I know you like to make all the... Oh. Yeah? I have a few left. Why? And he's looking at you with extreme suspicion.
Hold out 10 gold. Money talks, boys!
Give me vials. Okay. And he looks at the coin. Strange. And he puts it in here.
Money's money.
Straight from Mordant. And he gives you about, like, a little case of about 6. They're about, like, this big.
Great.
Got corks.
I'm gonna fill them up and make holy water.
Wow.
As a player, I was like, you making some holy water?
Do you go to the well?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pull up the little bucket. Inside is a doll.
Oh god.
It's all unholy water now.
Chaos just like, her eyes kind of widen. She's like, that fucking thing.
Detect good and evil!
It keeps coming back.
What specifically does it detect again? Is that the phase, fiend, undead?
Celestials, elementals, phase, fiend, undead, and aberrations.
It is technically an undead.
It's Asmodeus.
I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah.
Sacred flame.
Is it the same doll?
Yeah. What does the sacred flame on this doll look like?
Just a bunch of like, minuscule tiny feathers, just, and then just.
It gets bigger.
Ew.
Yeah. You make that holy water.
Make that holy water.
Okay, yeah. So it takes about an hour. And just use the ceremony spell as a ritual and just.
At some point, she'd like walk over and be like, I'd ask you what you were doing, but that's pretty fruitless at this point, so.
And he will hand each of you 2 vials of holy water.
Let's go!
Holy water. The number 4 vampire.
And she just looks at him and goes, God?
What deity do you serve?
He'll hold up his raven mask.
Interesting. She doesn't reach out to many. You see a look of extreme
Who's talking?
respect as
Oh, okay.
see a look of extreme respect.
I'll go back to making holy water.
And as eventually leaves the group, goes back to her wagon to get him ready.
And as like, he's like making the holy water and stuff, she'll be like, so what do we call ourselves? You know, it's not really going to be applicable in the immediate next stretch of our journey, but like, people keep asking and I don't really understand why.
Names, anyone?
Let's decide if we save the city.
I thought that was what we decided to do. So like, if we're successful,
Yeah.
just decide.
Success.
Okay.
Good reward. A good reward.
Sure. So we save the city, we stop, decide our name, and then announce it to people?
Mm-hmm.
We just fuck off. If people ask, then we tell.
Alright. He code.
Indeed, indeed.
Alright. Where to?
I think
Where you
we're going to go talk to Casimir.
Lovely. Okay, so you can kind of descend the hill a little bit and make your way down towards, start to make your way down towards the left. And it is here that you see someone approaching from the woods, the same road that you had come from. And they are wearing a very ornate red gold cream cloak. And they are approaching at a very quick pace. And those same elven guards, not the exact same, but as well, 2 elven guards bar you now see his way. And he throws back his hood, and you see maybe a man in his late 60s. He has a balding, receding hairline. He has this fair, light, fine hair, a sort of like full beard, kind of brushing his chest.
Does it seem like Rudolph's description?
Yeah. No?
No.
Have we seen that person before?
No. But the first thing you do notice is that his garments seem clerical in nature. Not clerical as in like sterile hospital, like
religious.
Like religious.
Maybe it's Lucian.
I was gonna say, as soon as they see somebody approaching the camp with like a fervor, she'd probably like put her hands on both of them and pull them to like the side of a building so we're not immediately spotted.
I'm already sneaking. I want to get closer to hear what's going on.
Yeah, I want to hear what's going on, but also want to not be seen just in case there's somebody sent by like whoever to come find us.
You hear what languages do you speak?
Not Barovian.
Yeah, not Barovian. Let me see.
Actually, what languages do you all speak, honestly?
Common giant halfling.
Okay.
Common Primordial.
Common Elvish and priority.
You understand this.
Oh shit.
They are speaking in Elvish, including him. And you hear him saying, "Please, where are the adventurers? I need to find them."
It is Lucian.
So, so as like this is happening and he's saying this in Elvish, she like tunes into it and they're all like, "Oh, ar?" And she's like, "He's asking for us."
Who is he?
I don't know, but he's speaking Elvish.
You hear the guards ask, "Who are you and why have you come?" And he says, "My name is Father Lucian Petrovich."
She goes, "It's Lucian from the church."
"And I need to speak to them. We are in horrible danger."
He says they're in horrible danger. Should we just...
I thought so. And yes.
And so she like points like, "Let's go out." And so then they'll step out and be like,
"Hello,
"Father Lucian."
You see this wave of huge relief come over him, and the guards look back at you.
And she'll walk up to the guards and like make a hand gesture and be like, and say in Elvish, "Please, let him in."
They're surprised that you speak their language, and
Did you just invite him in?
oh my god!
No, I said,
He bites both the
The vampire trick works. Knock, knock, knock. Can I come in? Sure.
the funny thing is, I was gonna say, she said it to the guards, not him.
Motherfucker, I tricked you like that.
Oh my god.
So she says to the guards, not him, but she also would do a brief glance to see if there's any hint of any kind of, like, any similar necklace, any kind of weird piece of clothing.
It's the same necklace.
Go ahead and roll a perception. Yeah,
I believe I have a +2. Yeah, 13.
13. No, you see a lot of course, like priestly garments, and you do see a lot of sun motifs.
He's hiding it.
But nothing that you would understand of that nature. And he sees this relief, and the guards understand, and they, separate. And he sees you. Thank goodness I found you. I took great risk coming to you, but it is worth it. I'm Father Lucian Petrovich. I am the priest at the Church of St. Andrew.
Yeah.
Where we left the captain of the guard, yes.
So it was you.
Sorry.
Tell us what's going on.
She took over, didn't she?
Maybe. But there is something worse.
Oh,
she literally will put her head. I'm sorry, worse than another vampire taking over Valaki?
Valaki is no longer protected.
Why?
And he lowers his voice. The bones of St. Andrew are gone.
The what? The bones of...
Bones of St. Andrew is why that whole place was protected?
And he is coming.
Wait,
And
Where did the bones go?
and that's where we're gonna call our session.
I told you there was some reason Valaki was protected. Apparently the church had the bones.
Where were the bones?
When
Probably
I
in the
went in there,
church.
there was like a single bone being held by a statue.
Would they take the bone like a
Well,
dog? Like
that might be one of them, but there might also be more there. I never explored past where my fucking god was like, "What's up, son? Come get it, boy."
Very likely. So this is just player speaking, and I'll be quick. Very likely what happened was the walkers took advantage of the situation, sniggity snatched the bones maybe from like minions, and then they were like, "Welcome, Strahd!"
If it's a holy place, I would think it would be hard for like an undead to go in. But if the fucking stupid ass, barren ass, bitch ass pussy decided, I'm gonna raid this nice holy place, then I could see something bad happening, because he's a dumb motherfucker.
Because they might not work selectively with vampires.
he just ate the
You
bone.
know what I mean?
So
Well,
he's
yeah, he
protected.
might just like move it out and then like give it to one of his guys, like take this to a
then
nice
they're like,
safe place. And I was like, well, lucky me.
Just like a dog.
Big Daddy Strahd's gonna pay big money if I just fucking throw this outside.
He buried it.
Like a dog, yeah.
Well, we got a lot of choices to make.
Indeed.
Woo!
Okay.
Awesome job, guys.
At least we got a long rest. That's all I gotta say.
I already used one of my spell slots.
Honk shoe.
But hey, we are coming back next week.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Hey, yeah.
Get it.
Hopefully
Hashtag
a second month in a row of 3 weeks on, 1 week off.
Absolutely.
I can't believe we're in June already.
I
God
know.
damn.
Earlier when they're like, Happy Pride Month, I was like, oh my god, it is June, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This year is flying.
Oh yeah. Well,
Cool.
is there anything else?
says that's a great cliffhanger.
Yay! Thank you!
Feels great.
I have been so excited, waiting for this moment. It is ramping up, lads. Is there anything that everyone watching here should know?
Go follow us on socials.
Absolutely.
Instagram,
Yes.
Twitter, the Tickety Talk. And of course, if you have not already, please like, subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube.
Tell your friends, tell your family.
Yes. But even simply like liking our YouTube videos when the stream goes live, or chatting in the Twitch stream, anything to help boost our algorithm, we greatly appreciate.
Algorithm.
Algorithm.
Al Gore got that.
But it's also
rhythm.
fun to interact with you
Algor.
guys outside of these nights. We have fun keeping eyes on the chat and stuff, but it gets a little complicated when we're playing. So the socials are just another way for us to kind of thank you all and interact with you guys on a different level. But yeah, we have some hopefully exciting things coming your way. We're talking about new segments to add for our off weeks so that you're not missing us too much. But yeah, and we're going to be airing some reruns here lately. So if you have any people who have not been a part of it and you're like, hey, we'll be probably airing them throughout the week to make our way towards the Twitch affiliate status.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
We are
Help
on
us
that
in our
path.
journey. We need to get 50 followers on Twitch.
And then we can become part of the machine.
The machine! Free the machine! So yeah, but thank you all for who have joined us thus far.
Yeah.
If you were just finding us, thank you, welcome. But yeah, help us out. That'd be great.
Yes, please. We are so excited to come back next week.
Hey,
I am so
yeah.
excited to come back next week.
Shit's hitting the fan!
Shit is hitting the
Welcome
fan.
to Barovia!
Abso-fucking-lutely. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna see you later. Bye bye bye
Bye,
bye
everyone.
bye.
Peace
bye.
out.